Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm just looking for answers because I don't know. You know? Shout out to all the pocket watchers, you know? Tell me about this. Tell me what's going on. I mean, I just wanted to talk about how crappy this fight was that no one asked for. And now we're sidetracked by no venue and, you know, condos in foreclosure. What's going on? What is this? When we're asking why hasn't the PBC secured a venue and we've never seen this before, now all of a sudden nobody wants to talk about somebody's pockets. Okay. Well, I'm asking y'all because I don't know. I'm not a numbers guy. I keep telling y'all that. But, you know, pocket watch today. Let's do this roll call real quick. Rick Blackwell, G. McCall, Dirt Gang Boss, Anwar Willis, Slick Tom, Rod Neal, Eric H., Slim Hussein, Dal Anderson, Andrew Gray, True Boxing Night, Shaquilla Fields, Jeff Spark, MXC, Dill Spooley, Mind of Mansa Musa, salute. Smash the like button, like and share the video. Coconut watchers, you know, keep your eyes open and just imagine what the basketballs look like, because you'll never see them. Times ain't that hard that I got to go to OnlyFans and start throat poking your moms. It's, you know, times ain't that. It's not that hard. It's not that serious. Joe, what's going on? Y'all all right? I heard Trump won. I went to bed. He won? Yeah. Y'all good? Yeah. Jones, salute. Y'all all right? Yo. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in the building before I give my opinion on that. It's gonna be very brief. All right. Hope y'all okay. All right. Before I give my opinion on that, I'm all right. I'm okay. It's all right. Well, anyway, 88 Sports Talk, salute. TD Harden, salute. So, I'm okay. There's no event. This kid was trying to go to Japan for his birthday. Did y'all miss that? He was trying to go to Japan for his birthday, right? Can I ask y'all a question? If there was a fight happening in December, how's he trying to travel on his birthday? You have a fight coming up. Traveling means you're relaxing. You're supposed to buckle down and do what you do to get the job done. He says, I'm still fighting in December. Remember he said that? Followed by the sad face emoji, meaning there was now there's no fight. So he says, oh, well, I'm going to go to Tokyo or Okinawa or Hiroshima, drop a bomb, right? Judge says, no, you ran over that woman. You ain't going nowhere. But I'm like, why is he trying to leave the country? What's going on? And check this out. I don't know how he planned. Hey, Wavy, salute. I don't know how long he planned on going there. But if the fight is postponed, Don Shada, what up? TJ, what up? If the fight is postponed to January, as they were alleging, I'm just listening to them. Still, why are you going away? Why are you trying to go away for your birthday, man? Okay, it's not happening in December. It's happening in January. You still need to remain in camp. What is he doing? Gary, what up? ES, what up? There's no way to make this make sense to me. No way. Unless there ain't no fight happening. Now you can call this hate. Say what you want, man. You already know how I'm coming. I don't like this kid. I'm just talking about what I'm seeing right now. There's no way to make this make sense. Ain't no way. The PBC can't book a venue. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. And then they lied to Tank. Let's point the finger where it needs to go. Because the Unique, what up? The only thing he's told us is what they told him. So I'm not saying he's lying. He's actually been quite honest. When am I fighting? Yeah, December 14th. Okay, he gets on the social media and says, yo, I'm going to knock this dude out. Never mind whether you like it or not, I'm knocking Lamar Roach out in Houston at the Toyota Center on December 14th. And that's it. I should be talking about how shitty of a fight this is. That's it. I can't even do that. Everything's still a go. It's cap. All of that stuff he said. What's cap? Tell me what's cap. Then we're hearing them trying to put David Benavidez and David Morrell on the undercard. That was a rumor. Then you supposed to have Jamal Charlo versus Boo Boo Andrade on the undercard. I'm like, all right, they're trying to stack the card. And then he says, cap. What's cap? Then he says, hey, well, you find out Toyota says, yo, y'all will never understand how funny. The reason why I'm saying it's funny, yo, the Blue Blood phone call. Stormy, salute. The Blue Blood phone call to the Toyota Center is the illest video he's ever done.
Good night.
It's the illest phone call he ever did because the timing of it all. And actually, he did something, 704, what up? And actually, he did something so simple. He did something so simple, right? That anyone could have done. And he just did it. How many of y'all knew that you can call in a venue and get information? I didn't think to do that, KBG, salute. I didn't even think to do that. I'm like, wait a minute. We're consumers. Why not? Slip the jab, salute. Now watch everybody start doing it. I mean, you could do it, but the reason why he did it, though, because somebody was lying to the people. We had a venue. We had a fight date. Remember when I said, hey, man, they might do really good at the door. It's Tank, and they're stacking the card, whether the David boys are on it or not. Benavidez and Morrell, that's a stacked card. I said they're going to do, remember when I said they're going to sell out, they're going to do blockbuster at the door, but I don't know about these buys on Prime. I don't know about that. Because some of the biggest Tank supporters fire stick his stuff. Well, let me be clear. The biggest Tank supporters with the loudest mouths, they can't afford $80. Trust me. You understand? KBG in that super chat, much love. He said Tank home for clothes. It's like it's 08.
Good night.
Hey, bro. Yeah, Stormy, I just did this last night. I was like, man, you know what? Let me clown this situation because nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Adrian, what up? Yeah, slip the jab. They might have been another person there looking to book that weekend, but they said, you know what, we're going to have to do it a different weekend because I think that Tank Davis kid is fighting there. Now they found it out it was bull crap. So now the venue, I don't know, and I'm just throwing something out there. Maybe, I don't know, Garth Brooks was looking to do a show there, and they said, nah, we're not going to do it on the 14th because that kid Tank Davis is fighting there. Then you find out he's not fighting. He was like, well, I've been seeing it all online. Toyota Center says, yeah, but they never booked. Man, now we ain't got enough time to advertise, man. That you know, I don't know. That might be a lawsuit, a possible lawsuit. I don't know. Shogun, what up? It might, I don't know. I don't know how that works. That's false advertising. I know that. And like I said, what about the dudes that do got money that follow Tank and say, you know what, I'm going to take my vacation. You know, I got 3 weeks off in Christmas. That's my Christmas gift. Let me book my flight, my hotel, and that's the weekend. And I'm just waiting for the tickets to go on sale. And I got 3 racks for my tickets, me and my shorty. And now this. You can't get your money back for that flight. They keep that bread. They say, no, just use it sometime, you know, whenever you're ready to use it. But we're going to hold on to this bread. You could cancel your hotel room, but now, I don't know, you got $1,500 to $2,000 on a flight. Nah, Stormy, I did this before. I went to bed last night. I you know, last time I looked at the TV, Trump was mopping the floor with her, and I was like, all right, well, let me go to bed. Maybe wake up and hear something different. I don't know. But he ain't take his foot off her neck. Oh, well. Andrew Gray, salute. So this might be false advertising. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Ain't that funny? Isn't that weird? Good times. Imagine being you know how I can relate? A few years ago, there was a fight scheduled for October. No, I'm sorry. It was scheduled for July. Little fight called Wilder Fury 3 in Vegas. I ran out and I booked my room, I booked my flight, and I bought my tickets. And what does this fat POS does? He catches COVID and said everybody caught COVID in the camp. That's what he said. Jared Anderson was there. We asked him, do you have COVID? He said, huh? And he started playing games. Joseph Parker goes to the UFC event that weekend. We was like, wait a minute. You was in the camp too. You ain't got COVID? He said, what? I said, here you go. He's lying. And then with COVID, this dude is walking around Vegas, walking around the strip, renting people cars, remember that? And then gets on a plane and goes back to the UK. Talking about his daughter sick in the hospital. I don't care about none of that. You supposed to stay here with having COVID. And we didn't get the fight until that October. You understand? Just enough time for him to cycle off of whatever he was on. You understand? So trust me, I know about, nonsense with fights. But this isn't an injury. I mean, they were better off doing that. Because you know what? If they said Tank twisted his ankle or broke his hand or threw some extra M's at Lamont and say, oh, look, you broke your hand, man. You're going to throw a little $2 million in your account. Don't say anything. We're going to put it in your account as a bonus, but we're telling you, just say that you twist your ankle. And trust me, you come clean with this, something going to happen to you. Just shut up. and be honest with him. Say, yo, look, we couldn't book the venue. All right. So we're going to switch the date. You're still going to get your payday. But you got to take the hit for this. Do that. Because you know what? If they'd have said any of the fighters were injured, nobody would have thought to call the Toyota Center. You get what I'm saying? I mean, if you're going to be corrupt, just be 100 with it. Carter Face Steelers, what up? Mark, what up? Do something. If we heard injury, nobody calls the Toyota Center. Because you know why? That's the last thing anyone's thinking of. Book the venue. Please. That's Al Heyman. Eric Jordan, salute. That's Al Heyman. What do you mean he ain't got no venue? Huh? Right? And then when tanks start questioning certain things, they start leading towards what? Money. Which is what Blue Blood said. Main biker, salute. And again, I'm going to keep drilling this point because Blue got a lot of haters. All I'm saying is prove him wrong. He said this sounds like a money issue. Okay, it's not a money issue. Why wouldn't the Toyota Center be booked for this event? Oh yeah, Stormy, I remember Fury Klitschko for their rematch that never took place. Yeah, things like that. So if you're gonna lie, be all in with it. The thing is, nobody's lying. They're giving Tank information. He's telling his supporters, well, I'm sorry, he ain't got supporters, he got fanatics. He's telling his fanatics what it is, and he's getting misinformation and relaying it to his fanatics. So really, it's not Tank's fault. But when I learned yesterday that he was trying to go to Japan, I was like, wait a minute. The fight's really off for December then. If you're trying to say, oh, well, you know, my birthday, I'm going to Japan. I'm going to hang out with Shinobi, Baltimore. All right, cool. The judge said, wait a minute, you little N-word. You forgot, you know, you ran over this woman? Not only are you not going, you little black mofo, but Kamala's having a hard time. So I'm extra mad. So why don't you go have a seat in Baltimore? Why don't you go lay up in one of those houses in the block that you bought? Vince, what up? Do that. But you're not going to Japan, bro. Sit down. I'm like, why was he trying to go to Japan? Had to be going out there for at least a week. Not a weekend. This kid is wealthy, right? He had to be going out there for at least a week. But even if you're going out there for a week, it's November. I don't know when he planned on leaving. But if the fight was postponed to January, you should still be in camp. Stormy, you're a trainer. If a fight is postponed 1 month, are you going to allow your fighter to be like, yo, yeah, you know, I'm going to go celebrate my birthday in another country for a week? Nigga, then you ain't fighting in January. Go, have a good time. But we ain't fighting until like late February or March. You could disrupt an entire 2-month camp in 1 week. You really can. You really can. Unbelievable. So I said, wait a minute. So it's postponed until January? Listen, it could be. I don't think so, though. It could be. I'll believe it when I see it. Fair enough? Fair enough? I don't even think it's postponed to January. Listen, man. I don't know if he's even fighting Lamont Roach next. All of this is happening. Listen, man. Can we be honest? Is this not all happening because of his choice of opponent? Can we be honest? Does any of this happen if he fights Lomachenko? Oh, but Lomachenko ducked him. I'm starting to think they didn't have money for Lomachenko. So when Loma, listen to this, man. When Loma said Money doesn't move me. That was the quote. Now I'm starting to think, and look, I'm not saying this is facts. I'm just speculating at this point. Let me be clear, because niggas love to run to there, and I stress the word niggas. Niggas love to listen. They listen to me right now. There's about 10 of them. They make their content based off of my words. She Drew Titan shed. Yeah, I hear it in a British voice. Drew Titan shed. Yeah. Damn right. So listen carefully. I'm speculating. Listen to the words. I'm speculating that they went to Loma and said, we have this money for you up front, but you know this is going to be a blockbuster event. So I'm just going to throw a number out there. We got $2 million for you. And we're going to give you a portion of back-end money. And when the dust settles, you're going to see about maybe 50 million. You saw what Ryan did. And they've been looking for you to fight Tank for 5 years now. Now you could do it. And, the back-end money. And Loma was like, no. If I'm going to get my head knocked off because you done successfully aged me out, if I'm going to get my head knocked off, I want my guaranteed 50 million. Don't put nothing in no contract that says, hey, man, if we do X amount of dollars, you could make up to 50 million. No. Where's my guarantee? Well, we can't guarantee. No, you gave Canelo a guarantee. Didn't y'all give Tank a guarantee of 240 million or whatever the hell it was? I want a guarantee. So your short money don't move me. You got to come correct. Don't tell me you gave Tank all that bread and then I got to wait for back-end money. This could be my last fight. This kid could hurt me in there. I have a family. So short money don't move me. I need a little more bread. I don't know. Exactly, slip the jab. If it was a weak contract, I don't think Loma should take it. For real. This is a high-profile fight. Loma could either win big or lose badly. Be honest. We got to be honest about this. Loma could seriously get knocked out by this dude. He could seriously get hurt in this fight. Seriously. He's 5 years older. His feet ain't the same. And remember, Devin bust him up. Devin broke his ribs. What if he mixes it up with Tank? What do you think Tank's going to do? He going to bust more than his ribs. We're being honest here, right? If he get caught in that triangle, like Stormy talks about, Loma going to sleep. So if he's going to sleep, you got to make it worth his while. We're being honest, right? Right. So more and more, I'm starting to think that they offered Loma some chump change. He was like, what are you talking about? Been chasing this guy for 5 years. I done fought everybody I needed to fight because Loma has. He's fought his contemporaries. He ducked Devin for as long as he could. Finally fought him. Lost. But if you look at his resume, I ain't got no problem with Loma's resume. And guess what? I'm giving him credit for chasing Tank. He wasn't scared of the smoke. But now, the business end of it is at its highest. You see, they didn't want to risk Tank with Loma, because Loma would have danced on his ass 5 years ago. Now things are a little different. Loma's a little slower. Got 2 more losses. And he's like, I'm willing to do it, but what we talking? This is the fight game, right? Boxing is a business, right? I'm really curious as to what the numbers were. What are the numbers? And I'm going to tell you this. A fight against Loma wasn't a gimme fight for Tank either. You know what fight I didn't like for Loma? What was that guy? The Tanaka? The Japanese dude he fought? I'm like, well, I don't know about this one. And he styled on him. I was like, okay, all right, cool. Tank fight's still alive. Haney fight's still alive. And Loma's not going to stand in front of Tank and let him do what he do. He's going to ballerina on his ass while laying punches. And contrary to popular belief, Loma does have a mean streak. If he has you hurt, he's going to try and get you out of there. Yeah, Nakatani, whatever the fuck. Shawa, salute, sis. Who I said? Tanaka? Professor Tanaka? Snoop, what up? Yeah, slip the jab, I agree. You want to put that duck tag on someone. Tank was the biggest duck of Lomachenko for 5 long years, man. That's the truth. I'm not making it up. These guys could have fought a long time ago. But okay, business-wise, now there's more money in it. So when he says money don't move Lomachenko, I'm like, what? They offered him a bag and he turned it down? You know what I'm asking y'all? Because that's real easy for y'all to say. Let me ask y'all something. What was he offered? What was the money? What was the price? What did they offer him? Can anyone pull that up? What was he offered? What was he offered? Stormy, yeah, I'm getting to that too. Because we'll get that before we get anything with Tank. And what we're saying is Tank may have backed himself into a corner. Matter of fact, I'm not even going out on a limb. He's backed himself into a corner, man. You're listening to these people direct your career, and they didn't have their business in order. Because if the PBC folds, Tank has a big enough name that he can market himself, but where is he going to market himself to? The kid is not that bright. He's not dealing with Floyd, so that part's gone. I have the sneaky suspicion everything is pointing towards Al Heyman leaving the business. I played that for you yesterday. What Andre Ward and Mike Tyson said. And I was like, huh? A lot of y'all missed that. I didn't listen to it until Stormy called me and said, yo, did you hear that? I said, nah. He sent it to me. I said, oh, whoa, hold on. Everyone missed that? I think he's gone, bro. I don't think he's sick. I think he's gone. So if Al Heyman leaves and he sells the PBC, or, you know, he just gives it away, not gives it away, he sells it or whatever have you. He cuts his losses. He leaves and gives the responsibility to someone else. Once a business changes arms, what's the first thing they do? Jamel, what up? What's the first thing they do? They clean house. They get rid of managers. They get rid of, they're going to get rid of a lot of people that had titles that didn't really need to be there. They're going to go and they're going to say, okay, who are our top commodities? Tank and Canelo. What could we do for Canelo? Y'all gave Canelo that money? Okay, well, Canelo, what do you plan on doing? Oh, yeah, I want to fight him and fight him. I'm going to fight him. But what about Benavidez or Morrell, the winner of that? Nah, go to hell. I mean, I retire. Okay, well, that's a loss. And that's why the PBC is going out of business. But that's a loss. So what about this Tank kid? What he got going on? You want us to pick up this contract? Because we could walk away from this Amazon thing. What are you going to do, Tank? No, I'm fighting Lamont Roach. Who's that? Never mind, because no one knows. I'm looking online because now people have to hire kids to go online to see what's hot and what's not. Well, according to what we've researched, sir, no one wants Lamont Roach. But everyone wants this Devin Haney kid and Vasily Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson and Andy Cruz. And all right, stop. Tank, check this out. I don't know what they paid you before, but if you want to earn at least a quarter of that, at least 3/4 of that, we'll give it to you. But you have to guarantee, you, Y-E-W, have to guarantee that you fight these names. You got 6 fights, you got to give us 4 of the fights we want. And you ain't got to worry about venues getting booked. I'm going to book it for you and blah, 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 blah. And it'll be up to Tank. Will he do it? I don't know. But that's what happens when you sell businesses and someone else takes it over. They have to figure out, okay, you gave me something that was dying. I have to save it. You don't save the PBC with Lamont Roach, bro. There's a little more appeal in a Lomachenko fight. There's a little more appeal in the Devin Haney fight. There's a little more appeal in the Andy Cruz fight. There's appeal in the Shakur fight. There's appeal in a Gary Russell fight somewhere in there. But he give you Lamont Roach and you're supposed to just shut up and take it, right? Take that, right? Diddy style, right? Take that. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Y'all thought y'all was laughing all the way to the bank, right? Where's the young brother press at? Because I guess I'm hating. I'm just pointing out what happened, and I'm asking, this is the situation. Who can explain this? Huh? I'm asking. Where the pocket watchers at? Foreclosure? Tank? Net worth $10 million. I looked it up. How do you have a condo going in foreclosure? Now I'm gonna paint this picture for you. Eric Jordan, that super chat. He said, "Shout out to Miguel. You took Tank condo in his manhood."
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
If the PBC folds, Tank is not sharp enough to run his own business. He's not dealing with Floyd. Al Heyman will leave the business. Where's he gonna go? Top Rank? Oh my God. Where's he gonna go? Mismatch room? Rematch room? Queensberry? He's gonna be a Brit. I'm gonna go to London and become a Brit by way of Baltimore. Your sassy ass. Okay. Where's he gonna go? Oh, Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Whack, jack, smack.
Hell no. Hell no. Exactly, Sister Jad. Yeah, well, you know, I was just playing. And Turkey gonna make him run the gauntlet. You sign contract. You fighting Saudi. These are the fights I want. Take it or leave it. And you're not getting that 50 million. He's gonna fight 3 fights, and all his opponents gonna get more. They're gonna get more money than him. Why? Because Turkey can. He gonna say, "You fighting Devin? You fighting Shakur? Right? You fighting Gary Russell if he wants to do that? Nah, I don't think he'll do it. Give him Gary Russell. You fighting Lomachenko? And if you win at least 2 of those, you got to win at least 2 of those so we can move further. And then you'll see the real Tank. Ain't gonna be no more of this. I'm flying in the middle of training camp. I'm flying to Tokyo, and no. That man had 50 million for you, and you asked for 2 Ferraris, and your condo's in foreclosure. Does any of this make sense, y'all? I think Tank had money. He thought he had money that really wasn't there. Because I swear to God, last we heard was Tank made 250 mil. Yep. Monster Musa, you crazy, bro.
Good night.
But step by step, man. Where is press? Where's my son at? My illegitimate son. Where's Darnell Schaefer? Where'd that brother go? I'm out here hating on Tank, right? I need y'all to explain this. I'm asking what happened. What the hell's this? What is this? What's going on here?
What?
You done booked the whole weekend in Houston, and all you waiting for is the tickets to go on sale. And now this. You're like, yo.
What the fuck?
You got jerked, man. How's it feel? Being someone's concubine. PBC selling wolf tickets. Remember, they told us, didn't they tell us at Showtime, yo, we're gonna have like 16 events, something like that in a year? Right? Didn't he say that? We're not going out of business. We're gonna have like 16 fights, 16 events. We was like, okay. Next thing you know, they out of business. Showtime closed its doors in boxing. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, all right. Yeah, the PBC, right?
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
Yep, right in the face. Right in the face. Yo, we're gonna have 16 fights in a year on Showtime. What y'all talking about?
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
Yup, what happened? They closed it. Yeah, we're gonna show you what's really good. We're gonna close our doors. Right.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
Right. Where the events at? When that happened, everyone should have been looking at the PBC like, yo, wait a minute, man. What's next? And then you think about it. The PBC was pretty much, you know what the PBC was? The PBC was like, the PBC was a hobosexual. Y'all know what a hobosexual is? The hobosexual is a dude, right? Y'all may or may not have known a dude like this. The hobosexual is a dude that's functioning. He's well-spoken. He keeps a job. It might not be the highest paying job, but he goes to work every day. He don't be calling out sick or nothing like that. He'll come to your house, ladies, that you pay bills. He'll come in. He'll pay bills. He washed dishes. He knocks your spine out of alignment, and he's a good dude. He's your boyfriend. But the moment you think you can, like, tell him, yo, look, you left a plate in the sink last night. We don't do that. Oh, yeah? Now he picking fights with you, and because he don't like that thing, he leaves you. And he don't go home to his parents. You know what he goes to? He goes to the next chick house. Y'all ever knew that one dude? And this for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Ever knew that one dude, well into his adulthood, he never had a place with his name on it? He may have had, well, I'm going back, y'all. He may have had a beeper with his name on it. Later on, a cell phone with his name on it. And he always lived with a chick. I knew a dude, he's passed on, but I knew a dude, when we got older, he never had an apartment with his name on it. He was always, when he moved out his parents' crib, he was always living with a chick. For 10 years, he lived with, like, I swear to God, like 6 different women. Never got married. Never, I'll give it to him, never made a baby. I mean, living with it, I'm gonna live with this chick for 2 years, 3 years over here, 4 years over here. Then when they break up, I'm like, oh, you broke up with Shorty? Yeah, where you at? Oh, I'm staying over there now. And come to find out, he's staying with another chick. That's the hobosexual. He's a Rolling Stone. You know, the only difference is he ain't make no babies. The PBC were the homosexuals of boxing. 1 minute they on CBS, then were they on ABC or NBC? I forgot. I know they were on CBS. That's where I saw Out Here on Channel 2 in New York. That's where I saw Porter versus Thurman. Then they were on BET. Then they were on Showtime at the same time. But in comparison to Top Rank and Don King Promotions, seems that Al Heyman was here for a good time, but not a long time. This was just a business venture for him. That's what it's looking like. Now, things can change. But think about it. They never had any place where you knew. Like, for instance, when you say Top Rank boxing, you know to turn to ESPN. Period. If it's not on pay-per-view, it's ESPN. They have a home. Back in the day, Stormy, ABC and NBC. I think Top Rank was on ABC every Saturday. Wild World of Sports. Was that Top Rank? And Don King was on NBC. I might have it backwards. But I remember every Saturday, me and my pops and my cousins, we have the TV on in the bedroom and the TV on in the living room. And we're trying to decide which fight to watch. And we're going back and forth. Okay, we're going to watch this one. Or my cousin be like, no, I'm going to stay and watch this one. I remember those days. I don't know. One was Don King and the other one was Top Rank. Bob Arum. Hen Dog salute. Yeah, slip the jab. Yo, they were on Fox. And then they just vanished. And we never hear about them having a falling out or nothing. They just vanish. So the PBC were the homosexuals of boxing. They never had a home. Big Dose, salute. They never had a home. And yet, did we not stand in the pocket for Al Heyman in the PBC? We did. We damn sure did. We damn sure did. Because people were attacking him because he's black. They were. Oh, Al Heyman. That's why I didn't listen to Rick Glasser, because I know it was coming from a place of hatred. I'm like, this dude had some personal dealings with Al, and his malice is coming out. And it got him some internet fame or whatever, you know, hashtag boxing. But now, the dust is settling. And you're like, you know what? He could be racist, and he's a prick. He's a piece of ish. He is. But you know what? Although the PBC didn't collapse when he told me it was, he told me this back in 2014. It's going to collapse like in 2015, 2016. I said, all right. And I didn't disrespect him in the group. I said, all right, we'll just have to see. I'm not saying you're wrong, dude. I don't know you. When he started attacking the LDBC, I was like, you know what, F you now. But now that the dust is settled and I can ignore that old, because I saw him, he's a pale, old, brittle, fat dude. And I'm like, man, this dude, and he was standing next to Roy Jones. And I went to go talk to Roy, but he was standing there. I said, I don't even want to be next to this dude. I don't even want to be next to this dude. So, I was like, yo, Roy, he looked. I threw out the peace sign. He's like, yo, what up? And, I kept it pushing. But I didn't want to be next to that guy. But hate to say it though, right? He was right. It didn't happen when he said it was, but now it's coming apart and it's looking like some of the things he said. It doesn't look like the PBC's books was in order. When you're relying on back-end money to pay your fighters, come on, what's going on? Stormy 100%. The biggest issue I have, let me tell you about the PBC, y'all. And what Stormy is saying about Canelo, right there in the chat, 100%. But I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it way back. Because that Canelo thing is an icing on the cake. Y'all remember when Al Heyman advised Charles Martin to go get that money from Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. And this is no disrespect to our brother Prince Charles Martin, because he's a friend of the show. He got a fight coming up, by the way. Gio James, Bronx on deck. No disrespect to him. He said, basically, Al's an advisor. He's not gonna tell him not to go get his highest payday. I think the number I remember was $8 million or something like that. Okay, cool. But you know how that ended up? A KO loss to Charles Martin, right? But do you remember what Charles Martin said he went through on my show? Do y'all remember that? Right. Somebody was in on it. People, if y'all don't remember, go to the show when Charles Martin was on the Stronghouse. He told us they had him sparring like the week of the fight. These giant African dudes. It may have been Martin Bacoli and what's his name? What's the other brother name? I forgot it. Shit. Having a brain fart right now. Might have been them. And he said he went into the AJ fight with broken ribs. Y'all remember that? Went in there and lost to AJ. It's like, whoa. But the Charles Martin that fought King Kong Ortiz, although he lost, I said this version of Charles Martin beats the crap out of AJ. So what was going on in the AJ fight? He had broken ribs. So was the $8 million really worth it? What I'm saying is the PBC, if you're in business, you're supposed to rival your competitors. What you were supposed to do is say, Prince Charles Martin, I know they're offering you a bag. I know they're offering you a bag. All right? I can't tell you not to go get it. F.A. Jogba, thank you. He's probably doing 2 rounds with F.A. Jogba and 2 rounds with Martin Bacoli. And then, boom, my ribs is broken. And I asked him, I said, yo, do you still have those people in your camp that did that? He said, no, I fired them. It was a setup. Why? So AJ could get 3 belts. Now, if Al Heyman was for real, he could have told him, yo, look, I can't tell you not to go get your bread, but yo, look, it's us versus them. Now, here's the deal. Johnny, what up? Here's the deal. You can go over there and make the bread, or you can stay here and try and beat Deontay Wilder. Between you and him, somebody's going to be unified. Now, if you beat Deontay, now you have 2 belts, and AJ has 2 belts. That's a better bargaining chip. In other words, Al Heyman was supposed to see value in 2 things: Deontay Wilder and Charles Martin. You were supposed to pay to keep the belts in America. He was supposed to say, Charles, all they're trying to do is get your belt. And what they might do is do things to you. PGH, what up? Ramel Lane, what up? They might do things to you to get the belt off of you. They want to make sure they get it. I don't know. They might poison your water. They might have you sparring on the week of the fight. They want to make sure AJ wins. You see, you fight here, it's whatever. You might beat Deontay, you might not. We don't know. But if they offering you $8 million, all right, Charles, I'll give you 5. But at least you won't get robbed. He was supposed to paint the picture that they were going to rob him, which they did. They got into his camp and had him sparring the week of the fight. Go listen to it. Every person he had around him, Stormy was on the panel, I believe. Trick Nolte was there. He was like, no. No. I said, those guys ain't in your camp still. He said, no, I fired them. He should have been like, Prince, I ain't going to pay you 8, but I'll give you 5, man. Brother, stay here, have a fair fight with another American champion, and play the black card. Wasn't they calling the PBC the premier black commission at one point? I said, fine, since they painting that picture, you know, fuck it. Make it that then. Pay him a little less, keep him here, and play the race card, man. Keep it here, man. Don't deal with these white guys, these Europeans. They looking to thrash you. And guess what? They did. Basically bought the belt for $8 million because the brother was injured. That wouldn't have happened. And guess what? Charles Martin versus Deontay Wilder, that's not a gimme fight for Deontay either. But somebody would have been unified. You understand? The PBC didn't play that right. And that's when I said, I don't think they see value in Deontay. I don't think they see value in Deontay. Drew, why would you say that? You want to know why I would say that? Fast forward to today. People run around talking about Tank as the face of boxing. I don't see it. But what I say is not important because I'm a hater, right? But watch this. I could be a hater, but ask Al Heyman, who did he see more value in? Canelo Alvarez or Tank Davis?
Whoa!
Don't matter what I think. You know I don't like the kid. But you don't tell me he's the face of boxing when Canelo got his bread straight up and he got 1 foot out the business. If you paint him in a corner and say, you gotta fight the winner of Morrell versus Benavidez, he says, I ain't gotta do anything. I'm out. And he's going to the Hall of Fame. And that's why he treated him as such. That's why Tank is getting treated like this. Tank can't just drop the gloves and say, I retired. He's not going to the Hall of Fame. Not with this record. Not with this resume. Not with your net worth only $10 million. When you generated way more than that. Where's that $250 million that they gave you? Because I looked you up on online. It says your net worth is what, 10.3 million. What happened to that 240 million you got? I'm just asking a question. I'm not out here clowning talking about aha. No, I'm asking, what is this about? 200 plus million? 6-fight deal? 200 million, 6-fight deal, right? But the PBC can't book a goddamn venue and your condo's in foreclosure? What the hell's going on? Eric Jordan in that super chat, he said Miguel in the PBC has that ninja sword heavyweight.
Give power to my nigger sword!
OG, I don't care about what Manager Marty does. I don't care what he does. He's trying to immerse himself into some beef that he thinks is hot right now. I don't know when these niggas, and I stress the word niggas, I don't know when these niggas will understand that, you ain't got to do all of that. Just do your goddamn content and let your content speak for itself. For you to be talking about another man online that's very feminine, is very insecure, and that's your content? Talking about other people? You know what I mean? Let your content speak for itself, man. People are going to make choices. People are going to make choices. That's just what it is. So I don't care what these other dudes say. I really don't care. They can say whatever they want to say. I'm here. I can't tell you what they say. And salute to you, OG Johnny. I don't care. Because time reveals all truth, don't it? All these guys eventually expose themselves. I'm on here talking boxing. I'm on here talking about, I tell y'all every day, I don't know everything. This situation with the foreclosure and all this stuff, and him not having a venue, we should not even be talking about PBC not be able to secure a venue. So when Blue Blood said, yo, this looks like a money thing, ain't no problem with the venue. I said, when you say problem with the venue, didn't I ask y'all? I said, what was it, construction? That can't be, because they have Houston Rockets games there. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Yep. That's what it's pointing towards. Rappers deal with this early when mainstream media, when the industry found out that they can make money off of rap music. You know how many rappers got these deals and were broke later? I could tell you some stories. It's not for YouTube, though. I know rappers. I know rappers that work regular jobs right now, and they're fine. And they told me, yo, I got out that injury. They got out the industry. I said, why? Nothing's guaranteed. And if you want that guarantee, you got to spread those cheeks. I'm not about that. Thank you. I work with one in particular. I'm going to have him on my show soon. I work with one. He could tell you some shit. I'm going to have him on. Yeah, Rod, you said you going to the Rockets game. Yeah. So when you say problem with the venue, what do you mean? So it's not construction. What do you mean? Was there something else booked on that date? Well, Blue debunked that. He asked them on the phone, was there anything ever booked for that weekend? The person on the phone said, no. So what do you mean, a venue? Who made the mistake? What, the Toyota Center? No. What, Al Heyman, who's sick, who puts someone in charge to handle the business? That's all alleged. But there's no business person at this level that doesn't have their ducks in a row saying, okay, if I go down sick for whatever the fuck, this is how things are ran. You make the phone calls, you book the venue. And these have to be credible people. Now, is it possible that somebody could have messed up? No, but that's not what we're getting. Because we'd have gotten that by now. It's a week later. We would have gotten that information by now. Oh, we made a phone call, but the person they make the call and they spoke to someone at the Toyota Center and that person didn't know what they're talking about. We'd have heard something. So I'm not, being that we didn't hear anything from the PBC, an official statement, I'm not speculating with nobody on YouTube, anywhere, Instagram, anywhere. Warriors Boxing, salute. I'm not speculating anything. I'm dealing with what we have. The information is what we have. I'm not going to cut down the dude that answered the phone when Blue called him. I'm not going to speculate that Al Heyman put someone in charge to book venues. I'm not going to say that that person's inept. I don't know if it's a male or female. I don't know their race, culture, creed. I don't know. I'm dealing with the facts. Fact, we were told December 14th. Fact, Houston Toyota Center. Fact, it was being marketed. And then we find out fact that it's not booked. And now we got to speculate? I'm not speculating anything. And then fact, this kid's trying to leave the country for his birthday. What about your camp? Then he says the fight is still on. Is it? Then that was an argument for about a day. And then it's met with the what? Sad face emoji. Then he says it's still on, but it's postponed. When? January. I haven't seen that, but whatever. Y'all are on Twitter, not me. Y'all tell me. Okay, so January. Now he's trying to leave the country for his birthday? What happened to camp? What coach is going to allow his fighter to travel for his birthday out of the country? You can ruin the whole training in a week. And we know Tank plans on drinking and smoking. He's not disciplined. I don't care what y'all say. People said the same thing about Mike Tyson because they were so focused on, oh, he still knocks people out. Man, the man 30 years later told you when he beat Trevor Berbick, he was having a STD outbreak during that fight. I think that was Trevor Berbick. He said he had chlamydia or something during that fight. He was having an outbreak. His dick was burning. It was I think it was Trevor Berbick. He was burning. Now, how would we know that? He told us that you're so focused on the outcome. You so focused on the results. Oh, he knocked him out. Okay. The intangibles. Yeah, Shawa. He was having an outbreak. I don't know. I think it was chlamydia. He was burning. A gonorrhea outbreak of something. He said it during his documentary. I was like, wait a minute, what? How could you concentrate? Oh my God. And his life caught up to him. He went to Japan and didn't take Buster Douglas serious. Fired his corner, and he got his ass whooped. So when I look at Tank Davis, and I told y'all, I've seen this before. When I told y'all that. And by the way, when Mike, before, like when he went to jail and stuff, he didn't have anywhere near the money that he thought he had. So how ironic that Tank has a fight coming up. It's not happening, it's postponed, but he's trying to celebrate his birthday where? In Japan? Eerie similar, y'all. Eerie similar. Not quite the same circumstances. I said similar. I didn't say the same because I know the dick watchers are watching me. You know, Joe Titan said that it's just like Mike Tyson went and he fought a black fighter in Japan at the Tokyo 8 Dome. What is he talking about? I said similar, not the same. Japan. He didn't say Italy. He didn't say the UK somewhere. He said Japan. I said, why is he going to? I said, oh my God. Of all countries there. And when I tell y'all, there's a lot of things that this kid, there's a lot of things he's following that is Mike Tyson-esque. What is the other thing that I say about Mike Tyson? We all love him, right? Cool, fine. But the man had like 21 fights in 2 years. And you ask anybody that's a huge supporter of Mike Tyson, I tell them, tell me his first 10 professional fights, and they'll just stare at you. And then I'll up it, say, tell me his first 20. You know why? Because don't nobody know who those dudes were. You might know a couple, but you got to be like, you got to know boxing. And when I tell them, look up the box rec and scroll up and stop when you see a name you recognize. You know where they stop? 100%. You know where they stop? They stop at Larry Holmes. That's where they stop. They go past James Quick Tillis. They go past Trevor Berbick, where he won the title. They stop right there at Larry Holmes. And that's when you kindly tell them to close their window on their phone and just tell them, have a good day. You pat them on the head, on the top of the head, like the child they are, and say, have a good day. Remember when I said, y'all, people have to qualify to talk boxing with you. They have to qualify. And the fact is, most people don't qualify. They don't even know why they love Mike Tyson like that. You know why? They see highlights of him knocking people out. It's like, yo, how about stop right there? You see that guy right there that he knocked out? Who is that?
Bukaki.
Exactly. Have a good day, brother. Have a good day. Because we saw the real Mike Tyson once the competition upped. And when he went to prison, the heavyweight division got lit. Now, I'm not saying all those guys would have beat Mike Tyson, but Mike would have had a hard way to go against David Tua. He'd have had a hard way to go against Ike Ibeabuchi. He'd have had a hard way to go against Chris Bird. Good luck touching him. Lennox Lewis, Oliver McCall, who used to whoop his ass. He was his chief sparring partner. The list goes on and on and on. So now I'm looking at Tank. Oh, he knocks people out and all that's great. Devin Haney. Oh, but he'll knock Devin Haney out and beat up the Vasily Lomachenko. Oh, but he'll knock him out now. 5 years later, Shakur. What? You don't want to do it? Okay. Now his dumbass want to fly to Japan. I'm supposed to believe that this fight is postponed for January. right? And you want to go to Japan, and you're still in camp. I mean, just because you're not fighting on the 14th, that don't mean you just stop what you're doing. Thank you, Pinklin Thomas. I'm not saying Mike loses to these guys. I'm saying it'd have been real interesting. When he went to jail, the heavyweight division got thick. Riddick Bowe, Shannon Briggs. I'm going to tell you what did happen, though. When his ass got out of jail, who'd he end up in the ring with? Evander Holyfield with a heart condition. And how'd that fight work out? Thank you. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, well, Mike was in jail. And no. When Mike was in jail, the years he was in jail, look at what Evander Holyfield went through. Burt Cooper almost knocked his ass out. Riddick Bowe. Lennox Lewis twice. Come on, man. Riddick Bowe 3 times, Lennox Lewis twice. Burt Cooper, who could crack. Come on, man. Mike was in prison. Reserved, not taking those punches. And this dude had a heart condition. The joke was Mike was going to punch him in the chest and Evander was going to fall on the floor and catch a heart attack. That's the joke. I was the only dude on my block that said, yo, I don't care what y'all say. Evander going to whoop Mike's ass. Okay. Silence in there. I went to my boy's house and it was a big old fight party. His parents threw a fight party. And Evander started whooping on Mike. Everyone was like, oh, and then the living room got quiet. And that's when I stood up with my arms folded. I was like, yep! I was doing it back then, y'all. Yep! Oh! Fight over. They was like, oh. I was like, yeah. I went around to my buddies. Yeah, give me my money. Thank you. You know what else I invented? Y'all thought it was Russell Simmons. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Good night.
And I left. And it wasn't even my apartment. I left. Take that.
Take that!
Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He said Tank and Tank Franks are crying. They crying too. Miguel can't save you.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Go see Miguel. The Brothers UK. My brother, salute. He says, peace, Brother Drew. Peace to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Y'all, I'm telling you, bro, listen. I've seen this before. In all this arguing, I ain't got to go back and forth with anyone. I'm just watching this play out. What I'm saying is, I didn't see this coming. I ain't see this coming. No venue, man. Y'all know how big this is? And then insult to injury. This mofo condo is in foreclosure. How? When your net worth is $10.3 million. But wait a minute. How is your net worth $10.3 million when you just signed the biggest deal? He signed the deal that was bigger than Floyd. Somebody put the number of Floyd's deal. Because I don't know. I'm not a numbers guy. What's the number? Because I don't know and I don't feel like looking it up. Whatever that number is, for the amount of fights or whatever, Floyd got his bread straight up. Didn't he get his money up front? There wasn't no, fight now, you will pay you later. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. What was Floyd's deal? Anyone? Anybody? I'll wait a little bit because I don't know. Y'all got to help me out. I'm not a numbers guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Drew, you're a hater. You don't know what you're talking about. You just hating on Tank. Yeah, I hate him. But deal with the facts. I'm asking, why is his shit in foreclosure? What happened to that money? Because when have you ever heard me say I want him broke? When did you hear me ever say that? I'm like, whoa. Whoa. What you mean? 300 mil? Not sure. Word, Mr. Shelton. You hating on Tank. Yeah, what else is new? I don't like him. But, hey, if he got millions of dollars in the bank and he keeps winning, it don't matter, right? So it don't matter how I feel, right? None of that ish matters. And nothing else matters. In my Metallica voice. $10.3 million. That's what it says. You know, that could be wrong, right? That's his net worth. And I'm like, that's not accurate. You can't be worth 10.3 million when you got $240 million from the PBC in this deal. Money can't be the reason why. Wait a minute. You gave Canelo all that bread. That's half of the swamp drained. What did you promise Tank that he'd get that money on the back end? He didn't think to ask Al, how come this motherfucker gets his money up front and I don't? Well, look at his resume, and that's Canelo. I'm just as good as him. I sell as much as him. No, you have Baltimore behind you. He has a whole country behind him. Oh, shit.
Whoa! What the
Go! See, I don't like that now. I don't like that now, don't you? Don't you? You don't like that. But yeah, I'll let the Tank man fans deal with that. Yeah, Snoopy, he's been fighting on IOUs. That's what it looks like. Said, Tank, you fulfill this contract, you can make $240 million or whatever it was. If you fulfill this contract. But Amazon is like, you know, I don't know how true this is. I heard from a lot of people, they say Amazon has a deal where if they feel they're not getting a return on their investment, they could walk away from it at any time. Some people are saying that's impossible. They can't do that. Yeah, well, you didn't see HBO getting out of the business of boxing either, right? Right. You didn't see Showtime closing its doors either, did you? Right? Right. You thought it was too big to fail? I already told y'all PBC is the homosexuals of boxing. I just told y'all that. Wasn't making it up. Wasn't making it up. I told y'all that. Now what? I'm just pointing out what happened. I'm saying, look, what is this? I'm asking the question. Don't get mad at me. I'm going to reiterate this every time I talk about this situation. Because now it's a situation. It's deeper than Tank is what I'm saying, y'all. How is this kid not getting his money? Where is his money? How does the PBC fumble the rock and not book an event? But why were they marketing an event to us that they never booked? If playing in your face was a person, it's that picture right there. When Tank's baby mama assaulted him with that nasty phlegm, spit on him, smartest thing he ever did was take that picture. But that picture is also symbolic of the skeet.
Bukaki.
Where his money? Why they lie to us? Why did the folks at the PBC lie to Tank and got Tank lying to his fanatics? Why is he telling us this fight is postponed to January? But he's trying to go on vacation in the middle of a camp because, you know, the fight ain't happened yet. You're still in camp, brother. Why are you trying to go to Japan? Who told you could go to Japan, bro? You know, you still got issues with the law over here. This is some repugnant stuff. Tank and Frank are as bad as Kamala lost the election. They're mad. Well, let me park here for a minute. The election. Here's my opinion. I don't care. But I'll say this. Y'all put the number of the amount of illegals that hopped that fence and came here seeking asylum. Put in the chat how many. Put in the chat how many. I'm just going to point something out. I'm not going to make this political. I'm just going to give you my opinion, something that I noticed. How many illegals? 1.7 million. That's the number. That's a lot. 30 million. That's the number I saw. That's the number I saw. Now, let me say this. Where the schmuck, Jason, what up? Where the schmuck are those illegals going? Tell me where you think they're going. Well, let me help you. Are they going to Beverly Hills? Tay, good morning. I don't know, 10 million, 30 million, 1.7, it's a lot. But where are they going? I live in New York City. They're here. Stormy live in Chicago. They're there. They've closed down schools. They've closed down schools to house them. They're also giving them all of these benefits to feed themselves. Okay? I'm just telling you what I noticed. They did all of that. The worst cities in the goddamn union so happen to be blue states. I'm not lying. You can look it up. And I was wondering, you putting these people in middle class neighborhoods and some poor neighborhoods. There's a play here. What the hell's going on? Eventually, there's so many of them here. To me, it looked like they were going to grant them amnesty at some point. So, if you give them amnesty in a blue state that has a shitty city in it, and now they're citizens, you think those motherfuckers gonna be voting Republican or Democrat? They're gonna vote for the party that gave them amnesty. Meanwhile, crime is up. And me, a black man, if I miss a payment on my mortgage, I gotta go to court. I got to go to court. If I don't work, I don't eat. If I don't work, I can't pay my mortgage. I can't take care of my family. But these mofos hop the fence and they get all these benefits. And down the road, I really believe, this is me, I believe they were going to give them amnesty. That's 30 million votes. Or what's the number I saw in here? 30 million, 1.7 million, 10 million. Those are extra votes for sending these people to our cities where they closed up schools and everything else. Or those white neighborhoods are black ones. Okay? I'm not a Trump guy, but I wasn't a Kamala guy either. I voted for Dr. Cornel West because he was the only person talking about reparations. Cut me my check. Cut me my check. God damn. I know, Jason. I got family down there. They're squatting in homes and shit. You could be leaving the door open. I heard a story. It didn't even make the news. I was talking to somebody that lives down in all right. He was visiting a family member in North Carolina. Left the goddamn door open, and they haven't. You know, you leaving it's your property, leaving the door open and everything else. They cooking out, laughing and talking. He said two of these motherfuckers just came walking through the house. He said, "Who's that?" Walked in the house. They sat down. He's like, "Yo, who the fuck?" And they started talking Spanish. Well, there was a fight. They almost killed those dudes. They had to call the goddamn police. I said, "Oh no, they don't have no ID. They're migrants." Came into the house one day. He said they caught one nigga trying to hide in the closet. Can you imagine? The family leaves, the friend leaves. You pack up the barbecue. You go lay down, and this nigga's hiding in your closet. They're not supposed to be here. Jason, that's my point. The Dems wanted to replace us because when they hop the fucking fence, they're not in no white neighborhoods. They're in our neighborhoods. Whether you're mid-class or poor, they're in our neighborhoods. They're closing our schools. And Dem cities are the most fucked up. And by the way, I'm doing a show on Pep Talk. Well, I'm going to try and do it tonight. I have a very compact week. I'm not doing live for the next 2 mornings because I got something to do. I got training at work. But my point is this, y'all. These dudes, the Dems, you know, I turned on the TV and I seen that rainbow flag bouncing around on the lawn. This man, boy, woman, whatever is bouncing around on the lawn of the White House. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And during the midterms, you know what they told us? No vote, no bucking. They dug up Trina, the smutty rapper from Miami, and some fat homo with a BBL named Saucy Santana, and that was supposed to get the young generation to the polls for the first time. And after they leave the polls, they want to see these boys slide down the pole. I was offended the whole time. But this shit is normalized to Gen Z. You guys, you Gen Zers are the most, y'all are on medication the most. Y'all are the most easily offended. Y'all are suckers. Y'all are punks. Y'all are not even men. So when these modern women talk about men ain't being men, unfortunately, they are attracted to you because your eyebrows are arched like theirs. But they don't realize they're not dealing with men. They're dealing with boys that are raised by single mothers. And that was a play implemented on the black community way back in 1965. No vote, no bucking. Oh, I'm on the fence. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the polls. And you see Trina and Saucy Santana. Oh, I'm gonna go to the polls now. What? We're gonna twerk for Kamala. What? Cardi B? Meg the Stallion? Do y'all know a stallion is a male horse? Do you know that? I was never cool with that name. They couldn't call her Meg the Mayor. A mare is what? M-A-R-E. A mare is a female horse. She calls herself the Stallion. I said, is she a tranny? There's a lot of that going on. Boom, boom. But I was serious. So you got fat homos with BBLs. You got Meg the Stallion, Cardi B. You had Beyonce on stage. She didn't even perform. And what's her girlfriend from wherever the fuck? She on stage with this big ass suit looking like Beetlejuice on it. I said, this is a shit show. They tried so hard to get the black vote and then brought Obama's ass and shamed the little bit of male support that they did have, because newsflash, the male support that she did have was from black men. They brought Obama there and then he insulted black men. I was like, wait a minute, nigga. She had our vote. You need to be talking to us. You need to be in the middle of the country in those red states talking to those rednecks. Talking to them. We cool. But now that you want to talk to us, is she black? I don't know one nigga that washes their goddamn collard greens in a bathtub. This whole campaign was a farce. It was a wrong approach. They asked her questions, and she broke the Donald Trump glass every time. No, we already know what he's about. Tell us what you're gonna do. I said, man, she's blowing it, man. She's blowing it. And I'm not a Trump guy. Just like Tank, I'm pointing out what happened. How did she lose? People are so stupid. No, people have short attention spans. The voters are different. But you know who seems to be the smartest voters? It ain't the Trump supporters. You know who it is? It's black men. We want to know what you're going to do for us. We want to know what you're going to do for us. What you going to do for me, Kamala? Here come Meg the Stallion. Listen, man, I'm going to be 49 next week. I can't name one Meg the Stallion song. Salute, General. He says, my daughter just texted me and said, my teacher is giving us a free day in class because Kamala lost. My daughter said all the teachers are crying as if Dr. King has passed. They're trying to scare the kids, man. Listen, man, we're not, black man, you're not going to be in shackles. He's not bringing back slavery. We already did that. They already tried to scare us for 4 years with his shit. Nothing happened. What I told you is true. The Democratic states have the worst cities in them. That's true. The Democratic cities are the ones where all the migrants are. That's true. There are no migrants running around rich white neighborhoods. That's true. Joe Townsend, salute. Yeah, Kelly Rowland on there with a Beetlejuice outfit. You don't win an election by bringing a woman on stage talking about all my single ladies. I remember what she said and what she represents. The Dems, you know what they tried to do? We want to get the black vote. All we got to do to get the black vote is get their favorite artists and get us to start twerking, and we'll secure the vote. And you know what we showed them? Okay. Women outnumber men 8-1. Y'all got this. Y'all don't need us. Y'all got this. Go ahead. You shamed us, especially in the last 5 years. What's happened in the last 5 years? Women telling us, oh, we're educated. We don't need you. We're bosses. Meanwhile, you see that foreclosure sign? With all that education that women have, with all that money that they claim they make, they saying women are the highest. Black women are the highest in home purchasing. If you look it up, you also see that they're getting evicted the most too. Did you know that? Yeah, they're killing it going to school. They're the most enrolled in school, right? But they also have the most debt. Did you know that? Did you know that? Okay. You didn't know that, did you? You a boss chick though, right? But you getting evicted. You living in your car. But you a boss though, right? Right? You have the most college debt. You have the most debt, period. Your spending habits don't match your lifestyle. The only thing y'all got going for yourself when all else fails, y'all can go to OnlyFans and twerk. Some of y'all. But you know what? All of y'all. I don't care how big or fat or in shape you are. All of y'all can run to OnlyFans and take your titties out. Men, we can't do that. We can't do that. And y'all have all that going on. Meanwhile, y'all have all that going on and y'all don't need us. You don't need us. We're better than you in every way, shape, or form. We're more educated. We make more money. We're bosses. Y'all are sassy if you don't accept us. Because if I make 100,000 and you make 100,000, my 100,000 is not your 100,000, but your 100,000 is my 100,000. Marriage is down. You know, marriage is a setup. There's no reward for a man in marriage. A woman, everything in the marriage for a man is enforceable by law. Tell me what is enforceable by law by a woman. And I'm not talking about her committing a crime. She's supposed to honor, obey, respect, love, and cherish. She ain't got to do that shit once she walks the aisle. She ain't go home and sit down and put her feet up. Baby, you gonna make dinner? No, fuck you, nigga. You make dinner. What the hell? I worked 10 hours today. So what? What you gonna do, call the cops? What you gonna do, sue her? What are you gonna do, divorce her? Okay, fine. She gonna take half your shit. And she wrong. And they're gonna say, oh, the baby stayed with her. So let me get this straight. You're the breadwinner. You make all the money, but you gotta get out your fucking house and pay for it and pay for the kid. And if she wasn't working, got pay alimony. Good deal, right? So women knowing all of this, Kevin Samuels died, these hoes danced on his grave. But celebrate Cynthia G, who calls black men bandits, right? Calls us bandits. But she's married to she procreated with a bandit who had several different baby mamas, but told women, if you're pregnant with a black baby boy, delete the pregnancy. They ran behind her, but danced on Kevin Samuels' grave, when all he wanted was for the black family to re-emerge. But y'all think the term submissive is this bad word. So we dealt with this for the last few years. And then you bring Obama on stage to shame us some more. We said, okay, you know what? All right. We the problem? We were supporting this bitch. And we didn't even know she's black. And if she is black, she's married to a white man. But you want to pull the black card now? You should have kept your mouth shut. That's what I'm saying. Modern women are so messed up, brothers are buying passport bros, leaving the country looking for traditional women. That's how messed up the family structure is. And shame them for that. That's why she lost, y'all. I ain't vote for her. And I ain't vote for Trump. I voted for Dr. Cornel West, if you're asking. But this was a shit show, and I was offended from day one. Jay Bean boxing and betting. He said, you think Kamala supporters going to rush to Capitol Hill? They don't have that Malcolm in them to do that. Keep punching, Drew. I'm on the job. KG, my brother, salute. Keon Smalls in that super chat, he said, that fear-mongering shit ain't working with the black men. No, it's not. It's not. You can't. You can't do that. Y'all did that already. You did that already. It's not working. Now this quote-unquote black woman needed the black men for something. I know brothers, and I wasn't on that type of time. I didn't get offended when I heard Obama. I said, he ain't talking to me, but you know what? I know right now there's men, they're fuming. And the next day, There were videos of these dudes on TikTok saying, yo, bro. And these weren't some yo, yo, yo type of niggas. These were some real brothers. Like, you know what? Obama, you ain't have to do that, man. We not the problem. Because let me hit y'all with this. When the dust settled, when Trump said grab him by the hoo-ha, remember that? Those women fell in a line with their white men. They fell in line. Don't you dare be a black man and tell a black woman to fall in line. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare tell a black woman to fall in line. It's a fight. Don't you dare. Because you know what? If it was a black man running for the presidency, and he was talking about, let's say Dr. Cornel West, because, you know, I was hopeful that he could pull a hat trick, but no. But let's say he had the proper financial backing, and he was talking about, you know, same thing he's talking about now. Let's say he had the proper financial backing, and he was talking about reparations, and he was the leading candidate. And it came down to him versus Donald Trump. I swear to God, these black women will be rocking with Donald Trump. I really feel that, bro. I really feel that. Let's say it was Hillary Clinton. Let's say it was Hillary Clinton and she did a 180 and the same shit that Trump was talking, she was talking. The sisterhood would make them lean towards Hillary. There go my brother Theo Coop in the building. Salute. It's all right, Tony. You're always on time. So this is the nonsense I'm talking about. That sisterhood. Y'all see that Pop the Balloon show? The sisterhood is strong on that show. And I pay attention. A dude walks out, nothing wrong with him. If one chick pops the balloon, it's usually followed by 2 more pops. Because they're worried about what their peers. They're worried about what their peers think about them. Disgusted. I got a little surprise for y'all, though. I got a little surprise for y'all. Yeah. Salute, Press. I'm glad you pulled up, good brother. Got a little surprise for y'all. You ain't gonna like this. But again, I don't care. Because I have questions. Is it true? I saw something this morning. Well, anyway, that was my little rant, my political rant. I don't feel that we was respected as black men going into this. Modern Woman looked at us and said, F the passport bros and F Kim and Samuels and F your feelings. And if you're a passport bro, we don't care about you, and leave and stay over there. And you're broke and you're sassy, but you better vote for Kamala. Okay. Okay. All right, 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh boy. You can't disrespect somebody and then ask them for something. Life don't work that way. I can't call you out your name and be disrespectful to you and disrespect your whole existence and not be mindful of your needs or your feelings, and then expect compliance from you. Because that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Think about all those Cynthia G supporters. And like I said, women outnumber men 8-1. Kamala still lost. Why? I'm thinking all black women, a majority of black women voted for Kamala, right? It was those white men and those white women and those Asian women and those Latinas. But Obama dumps on us. They were supposed to sway their vote. I saw a lot of Chinese people at MAGA rallies, but yeah. Fred!
What's up, dog? What up, homie?
What's good? What's good?
Man, it's great to see you, man. Thank you, man.
Likewise, man. How the babies?
Man, everything is great, man. Man, life is amazing. Lincoln is doing wonderful. He's a #1 player in the 4th grade out here in California. Kennedy's right behind him. You know, it's just an amazing man. Couldn't be more proud. Couldn't be more proud, dog.
It's amazing what black fathers do, right? Ain't it amazing? Ain't it amazing?
Yeah,
right.
Man.
Because we're sassy and all this other shit. But it's amazing what black fathers do.
Man. Yeah, man. I'm elated, dog. I'm elated, man. Trump won. I'm excited. The stock market is skyrocketing today. You know what I mean? Interest rates about to drop. You know, I'm so happy that black celebrities have become powerless, man. We got to get back to the nuclear family, man. You know what I mean? Man, woman.
I was just saying that before you pulled up.
Oh,
I was just saying that. I was just saying that.
Man,
the black family got destroyed, and this was a organized attack on us.
Man.
And it's not a 5-year, 10-year. This is over 60 years.
Yeah, man.
Of an attack. And all I was saying was we have to vote. We have to vote for what's our best interest, not emotion.
Man.
That's it.
Man, you couldn't have said it better, man. And I was thinking as I've been up all night, right? Off and on all night. I was thinking before 2015, I'm gonna say 2014, when he started running for president, Donald Trump was an asset to the black community, right? And especially for us because of boxing, right? He funded Mike Tyson's career, you know, funded Michael Spink's career on some levels, you know. With that being said, I was thinking to myself, just to cause chaos today, I was like, Donald Trump is going to be the first pro-black president in the history of America, because all he has to do is drop the interest rates. If he just drops the interest rates, drop them to 2.5%, 3%, it opens up America, man, where two parents one is a school teacher, one is a janitor, can buy a house, man. Can buy a house, man, can go on vacation once a year. You know what I mean? Take their kids to Europe, man, because the dollar is going to be stronger now. It's circulating through the community. Now me, I'm talking about me, a profile like a college dropout, a high school dropout, can go get a low interest rate at a local bank. And guess what? The the opportunity zone supports that. You know, like over the majority of Nipsey, because I wanted to hit home and hit the people in the chat, because I know many people don't do as much reading as us. Nipsey Hussle's net worth was mostly tied into real estate. You know how he got that real estate portfolio? Through the opportunity zone. Donald Trump's opportunity zone. And I literally watched him erect his corner through the opportunity zone. And I emailed David Gross. I said, David Gross, you need to start telling people how you, because him and Nipsey Hussle were business partners. I said, you need to tell the people the truth, man. You know, all this redevelopment in this black corridor where I live, I sold my house for $1.7 million. It went from $600,000 to $1.7 million, and it's because of the development. So I am a primary example and a living witness to what Donald Trump has done for our community. And as a boxing fan, Mike Tyson is still relevant. Don King didn't have the money. Don King didn't have the location. If Don King would have had to co-promote and take him out off of the I-95, the Eastern Peninsula, and have to take him to California and Las Vegas for fights, Mike Tyson wouldn't be who he was, because his fan base was Catskills South. So if you think about it from a common sense perspective, like from a boxing fan, Don King, Mike Tyson has a fight in 2 weeks, next weekend or whatever. He's still relevant. You get what I'm saying? And I, as I was telling Dre, many people don't know that's my wife's name, not Dre as in a dude. I call her Dre. And because she's a doctor, and I had to explain to her, oh man, he's gonna eradicate healthcare. I says, no, Dre, he's not gonna eradicate healthcare. He said, until I can find something cheaper for all Americans, I'm gonna stay with Obamacare. And that really opened up her eyes. She says, really? I says, yes. He said he had 4 years to eradicate it. He couldn't find nothing better. Now, I'm not advocating for that he's a perfect man. I'm not advocating for that, because neither is Kamala Harris. Her husband beat his last wife and got the nanny pregnant. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not advocating. Man, listen, men with power do powerful things, positively or negatively, you know? And but in terms of the interest rates about to drop, the market is moving. I'm just gonna tell you this. Y'all better get in on Elon Musk stocks now. Whatever he is attached to, you better get to it now. Twitter is affordable. Tesla is trending up. Last I checked before I got on, it was $289. Y'all better get on these stocks. Whatever Elon Musk is invested in, take $1,000 and invest in it. Take $500 and invest in it, dog. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, listen, man. Let me holler at the chat. You want me to dumb it down for y'all? Let me dumb it down for y'all. Who the fuck shot Nipsey?
Yeah.
Ain't no white man come up there and shot him and then kicked the body when it was dead on the floor. Nobody did that. That was us. So shout out to all you bliggity blacks. I'm black, y'all, and I'm biggity black. Man, listen, I'm done, y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all already know what I go through here.
Man.
Y'all already know. Ain't no white person doing that. It's a bliggity black.
Biggity black.
So I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all. Y'all can't scare me with this Trump shit. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all did this. Kamala, you want to be bliggity black? Cool. You're married to a white man. Let's play that game. Let's play that game. Game over. Shut up. Go home. Finish off what you've been doing. Let some more migrants into the country.
Man, dog, we ain't even got on that, dog. God,
bro,
damn.
this is a shit show. And like I said before you pulled up, all those migrants are going to blue states in your neighborhoods.
Facts.
And all they wanted to do was give them amnesty so they can keep the vote. They can keep that state blue. So once again, they're undermining the black vote. But they want to bring Obama's ass up there and say, oh, you know, it's your fault. No, go talk to those white men in Kentucky. Because a majority of black men supported Kamala until you did that shit. But it wasn't us, because white men were voting for Trump and their white wives followed their lead.
Man.
I dare y'all niggas to tell a black woman to follow your lead. Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you. She gonna shoot you. You gonna look like Nipsey in your own house that you paid for. Why you shoot him? He told me to follow his lead. I don't do that. Neck gonna be popping just like this. I don't follow no one. I'm my own. I'm my own bitch. I'm a boss bitch. And then she gonna start twerking over your dead body. That's what I think of you bitches. I don't trust y'all. That's why niggas got passports. Listen, I'm the last of a dying breed. I'm blessed. But you young kids, y'all got a problem. Because they've enabled these sisters to treat you like this. Y'all should have booed Obama off the goddamn stage. That was crazy.
Facts.
How do you get the our vote? They dug up some stupid stripper from Miami to do a song with some fat homo with a BBL. Talk about no vote, no fucking. That'll get the black vote. That's what they did. How do you get our attention? Bring up Meg Thee Stallion, who goes to court and lies about a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez. What else she lied about? Kelly Reynolds on there looking like Beetlejuice in that goddamn outfit. Get the fuck out of here.
Man.
They playing in your face. They ain't gonna play in mine.
Facts.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Right.
So now y'all deal with it. But do y'all pay attention to the economy? Do y'all know what your best interest is? You don't. And that's okay. Because if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in the book. But then when a nigga gets on here and talks about it, because Fred looks like you and I look like you, you just take one little thing that someone says that you don't agree with because you have an unconditional love for a little faggot like Tank Davis. Yeah, I called him that. I called him that. My son don't walk around with a lime green purse. I'll be in jail. I'll be in jail. Twofolds for murder, and someone will say he's abusing that child. He's allowing him to do whatever he wants to do. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. We're not outnumbered. We're unorganized. The Jewish community don't go through this. The Asian community don't go through this. The Latin community, they're not going through this. It's always us. We're the only community at war with our women, and women at war with the men. The women are out trying to outdo us until they can't. It's a shit show. And these single mothers are producing these sassy ass kids, these little boys. They're not men, and that's the future. Job well done. It started in 1965, y'all. Do your research.
Civil Rights Act.
Yep. Do
and
your
the
research.
Housing Act of 68. And the
That's
Housing
right.
Act of 68.
I know exactly how we got here, but no one's listening to my ass. When I get on Pep Talk this, and I talk like this, no one listens to my dumb ass. Fine. Stay in your skinny jeans. Stay making $35,000 a year and buying a pair of $2,000 sneakers. Keep doing that. Don't educate yourself on the stock market. Don't even think about retirement. Don't think past the year you're in. In 30 years, see where you're at. You're still going to have a boss, and he's going to be speaking Spanish or Chinese. And you're like, well, what happened to America? Too late. We tried to warn your dumb ass. But boxing, please. Fred.
What's up, dog?
Tank.
Tank Davis?
Tank
Best fighter
Davis.
in the world. What's up?
Okay, so shout out to Blue Blood. He calls the Toyota Center. Come to find out, not only is there no fight for the 14th, but there was never a fight booked for the 14th,
Never.
that was alarming. I didn't see that coming. Then This nigga tried to go to Japan, but if you're not fighting in December and the fight is postponed to somewhere in January, that would mean you're still in camp. Right. You can offset an entire month's training in 1 week, and Tank is not the most disciplined of dudes. Mm-hmm. So why is he trying to leave the country for his birthday? He was entitled to try. The judge said, no, you tried to run over a bitch. You ain't going nowhere. But that's another story. Uh-huh. But why are you trying to leave if you got a fight postponed until January? What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
The fight never was planned, never was scheduled. Tank is like the dude that you send on dummy missions. Like when you in this, I've never been in the streets. My cousin, I grew up around my cousin, so I know the lingo. So I may sound like I'm an expert on it. I'm not, right? But he's the kid that you send on a dummy mission. Hey, man, go cash this fake check. Hey, man, here's this fake $100 bill. Hey, go bust this down at the liquor store. He's one of them dummies. So Al Heyman told him to keep him dumb. Said, hey, you gonna fight? Hey, promote this, and we're going to have your fight on the 14th. And Tank Davis says, oh, okay. And then fast forward, oh, Tank, we gonna reschedule your fight because of something happened. And Tank says, oh, okay. Hey, Tank, don't worry about it, man. Hey, we gonna talk to the judge. We gonna send you on vacation. Hey, Tank, I know you're behind in your on your mortgage payments because you haven't had a fight, and we've made ways for you to buy all this jewelry, all these cars, and but everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna pay down your mortgage, and I'm gonna pay for you to go on vacation. And so Tank says, oh, okay. And lo and behold, he don't know he's a 30-year-old dummy. Tank is a 30-year-old dummy, man. And the fact that he is not in control of his career, the fact that he doesn't know how many pay-per-views he sold, how many hot dogs he sold, how many t-shirts he sold, how many tickets he sold, that makes him dumb. And guess who knows he's dumb? Al Heyman. So what does he do? He manipulates the young man. The man has been manipulated and abused his entire career. Now, when you look at it, you can see how Floyd manipulated him, and then Tank got this fake ego. So what Tank said, oh, I'm going to take your girl. So Tank sleeps with Yaya. You understand what I'm saying? Yaya was his ex-girlfriend that Floyd bought a Bentley for and all this stuff. So with that being said, so they've been fighting this low-level frequency fight for years. But Tank is so dumb that he hasn't realized that he's been manipulated and controlled through jewelry, through pussy. It's like when Hollywood knows your weakness, right? When Hollywood knows your weakness, they cater to it. Oh, you like fame and women? Oh, we gonna give you fame. No, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put you in a movie next to Tom Hanks. Yeah, you're gonna win Best Supporting Actor. We only gonna give you $150,000, but you're gonna be famous, and you're gonna be able to get all the women you want. And that's Tank. Hey, don't worry about it, Tank. We gonna take care of it. But now that he's on paperwork, you can't hide it anymore because he has to go see a judge. He has to go see a parole officer. So now the paperwork is following him. So now it's being broadcast to the world. But the same thing holds true for the Charlos. The same thing holds true when Adrian Broner was telling the truth. Earl Spence said, who I'm friends with, but he said in his paperwork, I don't have the liquid, when he was talking to Derek James. You get what I'm saying? In that court. So now the paperwork is following them.
Fred, did you hear anything about him not training with Coach Cal and him owing Coach Cal $9 million? Is that true? Because I don't know.
Well, Coach Cal can't count the $9 million. And two, I'll say this. You don't trust a man that has kids and gets a whole back tattoo of his favorite fighter. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like you don't do that as a father, as a man. You know what I mean? And then come to realize the man has been renting a 1-bedroom apartment for years.
Yeah, what's that about?
So that means to tell you that Tank is really, financially, he's never really taken care of him. The one thing you can say about Earl Spence, you can see Derek James' lifestyle has elevated.
Yeah.
It's very apparent. He's doing great things in the community, whether you love him, hate him, or now because of the Earl spin. But shit, he got an elevator in his house. He's living his best life. You understand? So Earl and Jamel Charlo did what they were supposed to do. But when you train Tank, Tank doesn't even know how much money he's getting paid. So Tank has just been accepting it for so long. The next media member, ask him how many pay-per-views he sold. Ask how many hot dogs he sold. He can't answer. They told him. They lied to him and told him. They told him that he was gonna get a deal. Hey Tank, just sit still. We're gonna get a deal. We're gonna get you a $200 million deal with Amazon. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's the same thing you tell that dummy. Hey, go bust this this fake $100 bill, man. I guarantee you, man. Hey, next week, man, we're gonna have a $10,000 lick. Same thing. Tank is dumb. His whole team is dumb because no one knows business. No one knows business, man. Their job is to keep putting jewelry on him, keep gas in his Lamborghinis, and keep women around him to keep him stupid. Simple. Simply put. And until he wakes up, that's it.
Yeah, I had to hide a nigga came through the door talking about Shakur. No one brought up Shakur. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggers. This is why I hate niggers. Yeah, I don't deal with niggers. Just get out of here. And no one said anything about Shakur. No one said anything about Devin. We're talking about why Tank doesn't have a fight date. I already know why he can't leave the country. But meanwhile, Monster Inouye just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Turk Al-Sheikh, where Tank could have got $50 million to go beat on Devin. And instead, he asked for 2 Ferraris.
Yeah, he asked for 2 Ferraris. He don't
That's
know
that Baltimore math.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, go bust. Hey, here's 2 fake $20 bills, man. Hey, go buy me some quarter water or something like that. Stupid nigga. It's just insane because they live and die with Al Heyman's fake promises. The reason why he said that is because he believed Al Heyman is the best businessman in boxing. He has the most money. He'll make the most deals. Al Heyman was a scammer, I believe. He washed the money off the backs of boxing. They haven't spent $1 billion. PBC hasn't spent $1 billion. No. But no way. But what's gonna happen is these fighters don't know they got checks cashed in their name, allegedly, potentially. You know what I mean? And the IRS gonna come looking for them. Al Heyman's sick. How the hell is Al Heyman sick as soon as PBC go out of business?
That's what I was saying.
He's sick. Man, come on. If he's sick now, he was sick in 2015. And how would you know he's sick? You getting third-party information again? Okay. So yeah, man, come on, man. I've been on the phone with Al Heyman. I've met him in person. He's not who y'all say he is, man. He's not. He's a blackface, man. The man is a blackface, man.
Did you I don't know if you heard yesterday, but did you watch the Andre Ward Mike Tyson interview?
I didn't, but I saw the clip though.
That was crazy. And Stormy pointed that out to me. And they only spoke on that for like maybe 30 seconds. And I said, yo, that's key. Why would they say that? They say, I don't see him around no more. And they said, yo, he got in and out. I say, yo, hold on.
Yeah.
They know something that we don't know. They've been seeing something that they already knew about, but we don't even have the information.
100% he knows. I'll tell you this. I've been around Mike Tyson a lot silently. The reason why, every time, like before 2019, before I got out of boxing, before COVID, when the day COVID hit was the day I stopped covering boxing from an on-site. And all those Ellie interviews that you see with Mike Tyson, I'm literally right next to Ellie. Literally right next to him. The reason why I've never interviewed Mike Tyson is because I I can't interview him the way I wanted to interview him in that space.
And that,
You know what I mean?
right.
Because the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, and I got to be safe too. So I've never opened up my camera. I said all that to say this. The reason why Mike Tyson can say that, I believe, is because he's great friends with the Watsons. They're great friends. So we're always together. So when you see Ellie, Sam Watson is there, Mike Tyson's there, Jim Gray is there, I'm there. Like, I'm always on the side of them. When Mike Tyson is coming into the stadium, I'm right there. You know, and so with that being said, I believe that's where he gets his primary source from. Because I mean, they always hang out together, you know. So I think he got that information from potentially the Watson. So or Jim Gray, you know. So
well, my thing, I tell people, I'm like, look, man, you ain't gotta. Oh, my brother Trick Nolte, salute, brother.
Hey, how you doing, Trick?
I tell people, look, you don't have to agree with Fred, but I always ask people, as far as boxing is concerned, have you been wrong?
I haven't been wrong. I haven't been wrong. And how
you told
I
us
know
about Showtime literally a year before it happened.
I knew the date it was going. Listen, y'all might not like me, y'all might not hate, but the lifestyle, my work ethic has afforded me a certain lifestyle. I play poker with the CBS execs. I used to. I don't play anymore because my Friday nights and my weekends are kid stuff now. So I don't spend my Friday nights wasting gas anymore. Or electricity. I'm at the charging station now. But,
yeah.
but so I'm having conversations with these dudes, and they all owe me favors because they all JEWs. They're supposed to be home on Friday night, but no, they with me playing poker with half-naked women serving drinks.
Oh.
So you got to take that into account. Like, I'm telling y'all, I play poker with these guys in a mansion in the valley. I play poker with them. I know them on first name basis. Just how I said, I swear before God, go check my videos. I said, it was Brianna, the girl that played the lead in 9 Wives, and remember my boxing trainer that used to come with me to fight?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
He was there. Round table talk. He was there with me, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a phone call right now. I'm gonna get Paulie Malignaggi fired. Well, I bet you I'm gonna get him fired. They were right there. I knew. I told Paulie. I said, Paulie, I'm gonna get you fired, dog. I'm gonna get you fired. 30 days later, he gone. I knew it because when I'm playing poker with small hats who's supposed to be home celebrating, I forget what the dinner's called on Friday night. They with me. They with me, dog. So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Like I thank God I have these connections, you know, the same people that offers Denzel Washington's contract for movies is the same guy. Listen, I could have sold 9 Wives for $2 million and got the budget for the Elijah Muhammad film. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted ultimately. I'm sitting next to the guys. If I can get Paula Malignaggi, I'm not gonna say I got him fired, but if I can lend my voice to help get him fired, I can get a deal because all these men are supposed to be home.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm. So it's just See, I know Al Heyman. I don't know him personally. Like, we've never hung out or anything like that. But I've been in the back where they've told fighters, we'll get you the other money later. That's the whole mantra. That's the whole mantra, dog.
The Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight, I heard Ryan got Ryan got 2 something up front, and I think Tank got 5 up front, and the rest of their money came on the back end. That's how it worked out.
I don't know. I don't know the details of that. What I do know is that back end money on PBC is 5 cents on the dollar. I do know that 100% is 5 cents on the five. They don't know the real numbers, man. They take Al Heyman's word to them is like the gospel. I tell every pay-per-view fighter, y'all need to come together, get a private auditor, and audit Showtime.
Oh shit.
Y'all need to. If Earl Spence, Deontay Wilder, Tank Davis, the Charlos had one pay-per-view. Whoever else.
J-Rock was there.
All these guys, even the other side of the pay-per-view. Y'all need the opponent. Y'all need to audit Showtime.
That's wild, man. So
Yeah.
if the PBC folds, like out in our face, like saying, yo, look, we're done. If they sell it to another investor, I was telling the audience earlier, the investor's not going to take something and leave it how it is. He has to restructure it.
Right.
When you restructure things, people get fired. They lose their positions.
Right.
He has to see what's going to generate him the most revenue. Right. He'll keep Canelo because Canelo earns his keep to a degree. With Tank, I envision him telling Tank, okay, the only way I'm going to get a return on my investment with you, you got at least 4 contemporaries. You're making those fights, right? But in the event, he says, F you to the new investor. I'll do what I want because I'm Tank. Do you think Tank is smart enough to run his own business? And if not, where does he go?
Well, Tank has his own promotional company. So that tells you how dumb he is. You ain't never seen him put on fights. You ain't never seen him put on fights in Baltimore where he would sell out. He would flat out sell out. If he do a quarterly show in Baltimore, man, them people in Baltimore would, man, listen, man, they would mortgage their mom's house to go to a Tank Davis fight. And I'm talking about just the prospects. If he signed all the talent down there in Baltimore and put on 4 fights a year, man would make $2 million off of that alone. You get what I'm saying? 4,000 person arena, he'll sell it out because he's moving 20,000 units in that area every time.
Who's helping him handle his business?
He's not handling no. I told you, he just accepts jewelry, free gas, and women. You get what I'm saying? He likes sitting at Laker games with Floyd's girl, and you know what I mean. But let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go backwards a little bit. You mentioned Canelo. Canelo is not signed to PBC. And I'm going to tell you this for real. Eddie Hearn and Canelo played PBC. They played them viciously. And Eddie Hearn via DAZN, right? You think I'm lying? Who was his last 2 opponents? Jaime Munguia and El Belanga.
Ego Belanga, yeah.
The zone opponents. Hey, we gonna let this dude pay for this, and we gonna end up on the back end.
Oh my God, bro!
They worked Al. They worked them tremendously, and I saw the whole play. That they got him. They got him for 70. They stuck him up for 80 million. Man, when you got a man on his knees, you either kill him and or take everything. And that's what they did. That's what they did to PBC. And now Canelo was like, shit, I got options. Do I go to Ride this season? Or do I go sell out a stadium in the UK? You know, like, I mean, he's a walking business. You know, he's gonna move 500,000 units and sell out the arena. You know, whether you like him, you know, but they got him. And PBC has been out of business. Let's see. Wow. I would say last year, since 2022, they haven't had him. I told you guys that you will never see $2 million fighters in the ring again on PBC. Like, you'll never see Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman.
Right.
You'll never see that again on PBC. Ain't no money for it. Ain't no money. The money's been washed. The money's washed, man. That money gone, dog. Like, and he's done a phenomenal job at washing that money. And the fact that people don't understand it, the fact that the fighters don't see it, they are stupid. The fact that they tried to baptize me and like, oh, he's crazy. How the hell am I crazy? And I go home to a family. How the hell am I crazy? And you literally saw me. If you just look at my studios, you know that I've elevated my lifestyle. So I have a level of discipline and accountability that is above board, you know. And but the same thing they did to me on a much smaller scale, the same way they tried to do Donald Trump, in the same way they've pedestalized your favorite celebrity. Now you realize Beyonce don't have power. Now you realize Taylor Swift don't have power. They've learned today they are powerless. How the hell can Usher get 20,000 every night? He gets 20,000 black women. Every night, the man gets 20,000 black women to fill up these states. He just left LA. I saw it all the people I follow on Instagram, you know what I mean? They short on the votes.
The man could fill 20,000. He can put 20,000 women in an arena with herpes. The man got herpes, and the women still love him.
I know if you want me to go that far, but yes, yeah, the man got
yeah. But I'm saying they follow the illest of dudes, and Kamala still lost. You're powerless.
Man, the paperwork says it, man. Like, that woman sued him, and man, listen.
Man,
yo, man, it's just a kingdom of stupid people, a kingdom of stupid peasants, man, and they go wherever the media tells them to go. You know.
So at this point, all Tank gotta do. Well, first of all, I don't even know if he's getting in the ring. I don't know if he's trying to go to Japan. I don't even know. I don't know if the fight's happening in January. I'm gonna lean towards no.
No, it's not.
Because if you lied to me here, you're lying to me. Tank don't know what the fuck's going on. So I don't even know if he's fighting Lamont Roach next. I don't even know. Because he don't know. Lamont Roach said he don't even know if the fight was off. He didn't know. So what's going on?
Man, listen. I'm gonna say something, and hopefully I wake y'all up. Tank is a weight and a woman abuser. Period. The fact that he has to walk into a ring as a fighter with a competitive advantage shows a high level of insecurity on his part, one, and shows that his handlers can't afford for him to get knocked off, because if he gets knocked off, there goes the neighborhood. Two, we have video evidence just recently, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, of him assaulting a woman at a basketball game.
True story.
Hitting, running a pregnant woman 2 a.m. at night. We saw him running.
Yeah.
We saw him running. Literally saw them little legs. Like, you know what I mean? Looked like a little alien. You know? Literally saw him running. Now, I said all this to say this. Everybody in your chat is a big time. I'm tough. Oh man, we don't mess with women and children, dog. Like, I stand on my last name mean the world to me. You're advocating for a man who hasn't showed no physical change. I say this all the time. You gotta have physical change. Malcolm X went from Malcolm Little to Malcolm X to El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. In addition to that, he took the cigarette out of his ear, the reefer in his mouth, and came back in a suit and a Quran to the same streets in Harlem. I respect second chances.
Right.
My second chance wasn't as big. I got caught for petty theft. I got caught on a Sunday night, and I had to wait till Tuesday to go to court because they put like it was petty theft, but they put felony theft. I forget what it's called. It's petty theft, and what's the other one called?
You talking about petty theft and the next level? What state was this?
It's in California, but it's anyways, the next one over petty theft it's a felony, right? And the judge said, "What the?" No, but I forget what it's called. But the judge said, "What the hell are you doing in my courtroom? Get the hell out of here!" A white judge says, "Get the hell out of my court." He looked at it. He says, "I was literally stealing stuff that I needed to survive in college, right?" So, Tide. So I remember it vividly. Tide soap, whole bunch of stuff, you know. And the loss prevention guy caught me as I was leaving, and it was a black African man who put the felony charge on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in the back, and I'm sitting there scared as all outdoors. The sheriff come and get me, and I had to sit in the holding cell. And I was released that Tuesday on petty theft. I ain't never looked back since. So I ain't never really committed a crime per se, you know. I pled no contest, you know. So I understand what second chances. I get second chances. But I ain't never stole again, Drew. Never stole again. I've never put my hands on a woman.
Learned your lesson.
No, I don't even jaywalk, dog. I don't even jaywalk. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm not getting caught up for nothing. I don't play I don't draw attention to myself when I'm driving. I don't play loud music. My car don't smell like weed. My hand don't hang out my window. Like, I'm just a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen now. You know? And I think at the end of it, getting back to Tank, he's still online being a gangster. He's still tough as nails. Why? You change your name to Abdul Wahid,
whatever the fuck it is.
But you don't have a Quran in your hand. I don't see you going to Friday prayer. I don't see you with your prayer rug.
Nope.
You know what I saw fight week? I saw J-Rock with his prayer rug. I saw J-Rock, his daughters in a Muslim garbs. I mean Islamic garbs. That's what I saw fight week. I honor your decisions. I respect J-Rock. The man buys up the block.
Yeah.
You know, like he honors his kids. You know,
right.
I saw that in J-Rock.
J-Rock don't need Al Heyman to exist anymore.
No.
He's fine.
Yeah. One time. The J-Rock. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So these kids are idolizing this kid Tank. They don't even know what the fuck they're idolizing because they have no idols. They have no fathers. They come from single mothers.
Facts.
That's why they think painting your fingernails black and rocking lime green purses is the end thing to do. And that's why I look at these kids and I look at these grown adolescent, these men that follow behind this guy. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a whole character flaw wrong with this kid.
Yeah.
And he represents everything wrong in the black community.
Man.
And I tried to give him a chance. I tried to keep it boxing. But when your outside the ring stuff spills into it just spills into my eyesight. I can't ignore it. Now I'm like, what the hell are you doing? The attacks, the unwarranted attacks on Devin Haney, it proceeded boxing. That wasn't boxing, man. That was something else. And I said, yo, wait a minute, chill. The fact that this little nigga can't find his phone to tweet Teofimo Lopez after calling him a monkey aggressively, that's a problem for me. That's a big old problem for me. He's not what you think. He's pussy. He's pussy. And he got all the smoke in the world for his black brothers. But Teofimo is talking crazy. He's high-fiving Ryan Garcia, offering him drinks after he tried to murder Devin Haney with a foreign substance in his goddamn system. You know how disgusting that is? And for you to say that you're a black Muslim, that's a spit in the face.
Yeah.
That's a spit in the face. Let me read this super chat real quick.
Yep.
Todd French says that's on the PBC. Drew even said when y'all playing, why y'all playing Canelo? Why y'all paying Canelo? I remember you saying that all the black fighters should freeze out Canelo. Yep, you called it. I always said that. Yeah, absolutely, Todd. Yeah, I said freeze that guy out. Right now, sometime during the week, I heard T.O. and Ryan are setting up to fight each other. Great. I'm not watching it. If that fight's signed, I'm not even talking about it. But freeze them out. They should not fight another black fighter ever again in their life. And that's why I don't like Keyshawn, and that's why I don't like Shakur entertaining that crap. None of you are on code. You're going to tell me, oh, it's just boxing. That's what they want you to think, because for them, it's always something else. He told Bill Haney, oh, it's better than have to pay than not be here. I speak at the facts. I knew right there. I was sitting right there. I said, fuck that little spick. Fuck him. If it's fuck me, it's fuck you and your entire bloodline. I ain't got time to be fair. You got one time to show me who you are. Tank done showed me.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. He's beating bitches at basketball games. How do you have a hit and run on this level? Everyone saw you. Was that Tank Davis? The little kid looked like a Cabbage Patch Kid? Yes. He probably got Floyd's signature on his butt. Y'all know if y'all know the Cabbage Patch Kids, y'all know what I'm talking about. They had the signature of the creator on the ass cheek. You look at Tank's ass, it says Floyd Mayweather. Al Heyman. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Because I think there's a lot of that going on.
Yep.
You guys are really off code. That's why I don't deal with that kid. He showed me who he is. He didn't even, what's he scared of Tiafimo? Wait a minute. The face of boxing needs a weight advantage?
Every fight.
El Rayo said, we ain't fighting you. We're a champ at 140. No fight. But I thought Devin was too big for 140. You was going to fight Isak Cruz if he won at 140. You guys are like gone. You can't be, no, I can't see that. You are on his dick so hard you need a saddle.
Yep.
You guys are disgusting. That's why I don't deal with this kid. And you know what? Remember what I said? Sometimes you don't have to lift a finger. All I have to do is talk as it's happening. And I didn't see this coming. How the fuck you don't book the venue? Who the fuck told Tank Davis to promote this?
Dog, you don't, at that level, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you guys. PBC doesn't have to book a venue. Al Heyman is tied into AEG. AEG has Madison Square Garden in America has the other ones. AEG has the other venues. You don't call a venue and say, hey, I need to book. How much is it to book? No. It comes from the office of AEG. You know, they got Drake's worldwide concert. They got Maxwell, Mary J. Blige, Frank Beverly and Mays was a part of their group. It don't go to Houston. No, it goes on the master calendar, whatever they say in their office. Hey, what are the dates we have available? Al Heyman has never had an issue booking a venue. Al doesn't book a venue. He's sitting next to the man that owns the venues. like that's his job. He's basically the white collar version of Diddy. Like that's what he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So when people be saying it's humorous. You know, like you got to know who Al Heyman is and where he came from. You know how he got in the business. Yeah. Like you got to know his. Like it ain't us trying to get a venue. It's not us at all. You know, so people got to really understand that. And hold on, I got to move the car because my charging is done and got people waiting, and I don't want to get charged. So give me like 45 seconds.
All right. I know y'all don't like it, but it's true. I tell y'all, man. I don't hide it. You come in here and saying you hating on Tank. I'm like, I don't like him, but I'm explaining it. So now I want y'all to explain to me why we ain't got no fight on the 14th. Because all I was gonna do deal was on the 15th, all I was going to do was talk about how shitty a fight it was and how we knew Tank was going to knock Lamont Roach out. That's all I was going to do. And how I was going to ask, why do we have to wait to see him fight at least four of his contemporaries? What is he going to do next? That's all I was going to do. Now I can't even do that. Now I want you motherfuckers to tell me why, since I'm hating on him. But go ahead, Fred.
You know why? Because they're afraid to blame their mother and father.
Uh-oh.
They're afraid to say, Mom, why didn't you marry Daddy?
Oh!
Mom, why do all our siblings got 3 different kids? No, I'm being honest. Like, Mom, why wasn't we raised in the church? Mom, how come I was never great at a sport? How come I only made it to Parks and Recs? Like, this is why black girls and black boys have idols. I know who I am in Lincoln's and Kennedy's life. You know, I know what time is it? 9:02. I know every day a man wakes up. I believe this because I am a man, and I am a man of high affluence, right? So every morning I wake up with the devil on one side and an angel on one side. Do I want to go change a woman's life, pay her rent, pay her car note, whatever it takes to get her? I have that option. Or do I want to be a family man, God-fearing man, go to the gym, go put up some drywall, go paint, go pick up some trash, go unclog drains, and be at Lincoln and Kennedy School by 2:15?
There you go.
Every man wakes up with that option. Now, your vice, I've never done drugs. My vice has always been women. Your vice may be gambling. Your vice may be drinking. Satan knows. Whatever you believe in, he knows. You got to feed one of them. You got to feed one of them. And the fact that your mother and father fed the wrong one is the reason why you idolize Tank. That's it. My kids Lincoln goes to the game every weekend with a Team Hawthorne outfit on. Sweater, sweats. You know, every AAU program wants Lincoln. He's basically like, for lack of a better, he's nowhere near as good, but at this level, he's like a Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving. Like, you know what I mean? He's literally scoring 20, 30 points, 5 assists a game. You know, so when we show up, we don't even have team jerseys yet. They're coming soon. We don't have team jerseys yet. And they think, oh man, this ragtag team. Oh, who is that kid number 2? I want him to play on my team. They don't know he's my son because he's a mixed child, right? He looks like me when you look at him, but when you look at him from 20 feet away, he looks like he's someone else's son because of his skin tone, right? And
right.
He's half Asian, right? And then they'd be like, oh, that's your son. Yeah, he's staying with dad. I don't give a fuck if you Paul George or Chris Paul or made hoops or anything. No. Daddy's gonna hold his hand and walk this young man to the finish line. And that's the problem. They've never walked to the finish line with their mother and father on each hand.
Let me add to that, brother, because that's a slam dunk right there. Speaking of ball, the one thing that I hear that annoys me about Tank Davis fanatics, because that's what they are. He represents them because we come from nothing. My response to you fools is that that's not your story. Black people's story didn't start from nothing, assholes.
Right.
We come from a lineage of kings. All right. So if your story began in the gutter USA, that's your story. It's not even mine, dude. I come from a 2-family household. So stop that. And that's not your story. And guess what? Tank, if he keeps doing what he's doing now, he's going to return to nothing. He's going to return from where he came.
Right.
And that's the whole thing I was talking about. All this playing he's doing, the grinning in the face every time Devin does an interview somewhere, he got to respond to Devin, but it has nothing to say to that demon Tiafimo and the other demon, Ryan Garcia, the real racist. Right. But you have everything to say about your brother, right? Right? You don't even know how to choose a woman because your daddy didn't tell you. Because your mama was a drug addict. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Right.
And you picking chicks with BBLs that want to spit in your face and call that white man to come try and kill. Do y'all know Tank could have got killed that day she called the police on him? Those are the whitest cops in the world. I was so nervous watching that video. There ain't no refs in the ring. That's where I got this picture from. That's the spit on it that she spit in his face. Yeah. That's the smartest thing he ever did, was take a picture of that and record her tearing the house up. But he chose her. Now, who told him to choose that? And then he wants to bang Floyd. Man, you want to F behind a dude that you know? That's fugazi in itself. That's a little homo to me. That's gay in itself. I got a video on my Patreon about, trust me, I'm cooking it well, about Tank and his fan base. Because y'all are weird. Y'all idolize this guy. Oh, he comes from nothing. Oh, and he represents you for real? A guy with a hit and run? Prior to that, draping up some chick at a basketball game. He represents you for real? You can get behind that guy, or do you want to get behind him for real? Because there's a lot of that shit going on. Where the fuck is my butt?
What are you, a homo?
All of you. All of you. I'm disgusted with you guys. To the point where you was ready to purchase a ticket for an event that was never even real. And you're too stupid to even... This should be the biggest story in boxing right now. Wait a minute. Tank, you didn't know you was being lied to? Okay, we can excuse you because you're a fucking idiot. Al, what's going on? You don't talk to us? You need to talk now because we was ready to spend $80 on an event. There's cats that booked that weekend. And they was just waiting for the seats to go on sale. Now they ain't getting their flight. Yo, the airlines don't give you your money back, bro. They say, no, you just got to use it some other time. We ain't giving you this back. You'll get your hotel money back. But that flight, now you got to fly somewhere.
Right.
Because Al lied to Tank and Tank lied to y'all. Are y'all going to call Tank a liar? Every time I turn around, y'all calling Bill a liar. Where's the videos now? Tank capping. No, y'all want to say, oh, the Tank was told wrong information. When Blue Blood tells you information that he got, oh, Blue, you a liar. No, he's telling you what was told to him. And he's out here on the grind giving us inside information that fat-ass Dan Raphael refused to give us. But you so trained and conditioned to believe Coppinger and believe Raphael. But when Blue or Fred get on here and tell you what they know, you got to look at us and check us 2, 3, 4 times. Oh, how do you know who you talk to? Who do you talk to? How do you know? I don't believe you. You be capping. You voted for Trump. Man, get the fuck out of here. All of that skeptical thought you have, where's it gotten you? Because what I know is Tank ain't fighting. And Tank ain't responding to Teofimo Lopez. And Tank and Ryan Garcia's best friends now. And Tank swore to Islam and bought the block. And I don't know what's going on that block. I don't know if there's people living in the homes on the block yet. I don't know if they're being gutted. I don't know. And I know he can't. Where the fuck is his two? They told us he was cut a check for $240 million or whatever. And there's no fight.
You're good.
There's no fight. So there's no Tank fan on planet Earth that can justify this. His business is fucked up. And he's going to be in a position where he has to fight. Because I'm going to tell you something. He fuck around and go back to Turkey al-Sheikh and say, well, yeah, I'm ready for Devin now. Yeah, that 50 million is now going to be. Turkey going to be like, you're going to take this 5. And I'm going to give Devin 45. And once you get through with Devin, or if Devin get through with you, Right after that, you're fighting Teofimo Lopez. You're fighting Andy Cruz. And you're going to fight Monster Nui. And you're going to come down to 126 to do it. Why? Didn't that bald-headed peanut tell us Tank really a 126-pounder? Didn't he say that? He said that. So when Turkey wants to make the Nui Tank fight, maybe in 2027, after Tank that had a couple of losses, he's going to 126. And Nui going to knock his ass out. Take that. So keep and don't abandon ship. Don't abandon ship, because all of you niggas that are riding this Tank wave, now it's in your face. You're witnessing the beginning of the end of this kid. And all I'm doing is reporting it as it happened. You already know I don't like the kid, and I explained to you why. 80% of it has nothing to do with boxing. It's him being a fake black man, a fake Muslim. Everything about him is fake. I don't trust you Gen Z kids that paint your fingernails black. You kids are weird.
Very weird.
But I'm here for it.
Very weird. And also, I say this too. He has 2 baby mamas, right?
Oh.
He's never been married. So the point I'm making is, and to the 19-year-old kid that's in your chat, listen to me. Baby
Press,
daddies,
listen up.
Baby daddies make baby daddy decisions. And they always take the shortcut. They perceive to be the shortcut. Everybody in the chat is going to cross lines with a more beautiful woman, bigger ass, more full of breasts, makes more money. Whatever you want is in this world. But you know what it takes? It takes a man to lead a family, dog. Start listening to the men in your community that has the, shall we say, small business in the community, and his wife brings him lunch and he opens up the door for her. The kids are doing homework in the back of the business. He takes an hour break to go pick up his kids from school. Start listening to those men in your community. Period. You online, Shannon Sharp got 3 baby mamas. Chad Ochocinco got 6 or 7 baby mamas.
Unbelievable.
Steven Jackson got 5 baby mamas. You know what I mean? So we're listening to these people. Charlemagne done pled to a lesser charge. You know what I mean? Like you're listening, you're following the wrong people.
Thank you.
And these people have been pedestalized to keep you dumb. Dumb. Stupid. And it's just alarming, man. It's so alarming that this has become the theme. We have normalized baby daddy and baby mama culture so bad that abortion is a political topic in a country that is one nation under God.
Ain't that crazy?
Abortion. And we talking about being pro-black. Like, we talking about being pro-black. We done aborted if about 60 million kids, if you talk about the kids they would have had. And look, check this out. Let's say we've aborted 20 million kids since 1965, right? How many of those kids would have had kids? Check out how programmed black people are.
There you go. Go
Baby daddies
speak
are.
on it. I know where you're going. Go ahead.
If those kids would have had kids, double the population. 2, who told you you had to move to New York? Who told you Nebraska is racist? Who told you South Dakota is racist? I done been all across America. I swear before God. I swear before God. 2 of the greatest cities I've ever been to. Nashville for boxing, and Texas, the state. I done been all across the state. The most beautiful, man, listen. You don't need a passport to travel through America. That's what separates us from Europe. Those are countries over there. These are states. You can go to all 50 states. And if you want to go to Puerto Rico, you can go to Puerto Rico. They done conditioned you to believe that abortion is great. I'm going to go get this Section 8 in New York, and I'm going to work under the table and make 30. If you're a man, you're going to make $36,000. If you're a woman, you're going to make $30,000. And they conditioned you to believe that what? Rich people are the devils.
Yep.
But wait. Where you live getting a Section 8 voucher, that was a millionaire who built that apartment building.
Thank you.
Where that car, that Buick, that Oldsmobile, that Honda, whatever car that now the Honda is a real popular. Those are multi-million-dollar people that done erected the car industry. So you've been taught to hate a certain people, but it's funding your lifestyle, your quality of life. That's why we need to free ourselves, rid of all this, and say, you know, what's the truth? That's why I always say, when people say, Fred, you so Malcolm X, I says, yeah, Malcolm X elevated to El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. He says, I stand for truth no matter who tells it. Malcolm, if now we say El Hajj Malik El Shabazz wouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris. He don't like Megan Thee Stallion on stage, Gorilla.
That's right.
Cardi B, Usher. I didn't say he would have voted for Trump. See, when people say that, people are so conditioned to believe that he wouldn't have voted Democrat yesterday. Nah, he wouldn't have. And that's the problem that we have. We are so not free thinkers. We are so against the truth that you believe fighting for men and women's sports should be cool.
Come on now.
You believe that your 6-year-old daughter should go to the bathroom after a 6-year-old boy done pissed all over the damn chair, all over the toilet.
Tampons in the boys' room.
Tampons in the boys' bathroom. It don't make sense.
It's a problem.
It's a major problem, but it all goes back to why Tank wears a purse, paints his nails, he does them funny dances online, he's sensitive, he's overly sensitive, he has 2 baby mamas. It all makes sense.
We are 13% of the population, and people saying, well, that can't be right. Let me explain something to y'all. Dating back from 1965, by now, 2024, we're about 3 generations up, right? So realistically, we should be at least 39% of the population, at least. Yeah. Now these black women talking about this is my right, my right, my right. Y'all bitches could never talk about police brutality because y'all done killed more niggas than the police did. So please kill the noise with all this Roe vs. Wade shit. I know y'all. Y'all are free to do more than anything since the 1960s. And with your freedom, what did you do? Look at what we got. Meg Thee Stallion. Glorilla. It's a glorified high body count. Y'all looking at the sisters, they got 1 or 0 sex partners, and the army of women with multiple ones in the 20s. Look at the ones that preserve their kitty cat. Look at them strange. I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Fact.
This is crazy. And then y'all want to look, yo, man, Trump won. So what? Oh man, you know Trump, but did Trump put all those fucking migrants in your neighborhood? They done close your school across the street. Now your kids got to go somewhere else.
Yeah, in Brooklyn, they done closed the school to house the migrants.
Oh, I know. And look, there's stuff that's not making the news. They ain't gonna tell you how many migrants got their ass kicked for walking down the wrong block like they owned it. Not everything makes the news. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Those are Democratic states that are in the shit. It's not the red states. But y'all voting Democrat for what? For what? Cut me the check. But you know what? A lot of you niggas, if y'all get a reparations check, y'all gonna give it right back to the goddamn system. Because y'all don't even understand how money works. Cut me a check and get me 5 of my friends. We're buying property.
It's not even hey Drew, it's not just reparations. You got freedom of movement.
You can move around, yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure CNN and Fox and MSNBC are gonna do the nationwide picture of America. It's gonna be red. Oh, and you're gonna see these bright blue spots. These bright blue spots on the borders, right? Listen, your lack of freedom, your lack of belief and freedom of movement is more powerful than racism. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna use me as the example. I moved from New York to LA at 8 years old, right? Now, I moved from the heart of LA. I told you earlier I sold my home, right? To give full context, I bought it for $608,000. I sold it for $1.7 million. I end up buying a mansion over here on the outskirts of LA. On the outskirts of LA. But guess what? I got the same services with less people. 40,000 people live in my city. The neighboring city, 30,000 people. Shohei Ohtani lives in the city next to me. You get what I'm saying? Like the freedom of movement. You guys got to understand how you've been hoodwinked and bamboozled to believe you got to stay in New York, Atlanta, Chicago, LA, because the rest of America is racist. Oh, it's the mind. It's the mind. By no means am I saying America isn't racist.
Mm-hmm.
But your personal belief in racism is so high it controls you. It impeaches on your freedom, your true freedoms. I can book a flight right now to North Dakota and say I want to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I can drive to Wyoming and say I want to stay. They got Trader Joe's there. They got basketball courts there. They got police officers there. You can go online and buy your Jordans there. They got Costco there. They got jobs and opportunities there. They got lawyers there. They got hospitals where you could be a nurse or a doctor. They got strip clubs there. You want to be a stripper? We've been hoodwinked and bamboozled to believe Atlanta, Chicago, LA, New York, Miami, and now Houston. We've been hoodwinked, dog. That's more powerful than racism.
And those blue states have the worst crime.
Man, listen. Listen. I voted no on so many propositions yesterday that would have raised my taxes. You know, and the reason why, to your point, it's a misappropriation of funds. Now we're gonna talk about black leadership. Eric Adams.
Oh boy.
Eric Adams indicted in New York. Brandon Johnson in Chicago, $1 billion, a school teacher. You voted for a school teacher to balance a budget. $1 billion over. In LA, Karen Bass, we're about to be $1 billion over budget. Black leadership, though.
Who exactly? Put him in charge. Look at what's done.
And these are
vote Kamala.
Yes. Vote for Kamala. She ain't even black. She ain't even black, dog. Like it is Indian, just, man. Dog, she's Indian and white Jamaican. It's look, dude. I sit back and I marvel at this, man. But I realize y'all gonna be working for Lincoln and Kennedy. We gonna need employees. We gonna need people to work for us. Yeah. Like yesterday, I voted against raising minimum wage from $16 to $18. Oh, y'all say, oh, we deserve more. No, because guess what? It's gonna be 3 less jobs. You know what you're gonna be doing for $18 an hour?
6 hours worth of work.
Yeah, you're gonna be doing the fries, doing the burgers, and working the cashier.
Yep. Because there's gonna
Oh,
be less help.
Yeah, I'm overworked. Nah, until those robots, the robots are coming. I'm telling you, the robots are coming. Y'all can fight it, do what you want. They're coming.
The McDonald's gonna be ran by 2 people in a minute. The manager and the person he decides.
It's already in LA. I did a video. It's on my channel. I did a video of it. It's by USC on Figueroa. Some people may be listening in LA. On Figueroa. Everybody know where I'm talking about. That was on Figueroa.
Oh, what happened? Shamit? You see? That's Miguel. I think that's on the block where Miguel lives.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
There go Miguel. His phone probably overheated. Shamit? Damn, Fred was cooking. We can take him out there. Damn. Damn, I think his phone, you know how sometimes you do your live, your phone will overheat. That's why when I'm doing lives on the phone in the car, I have it in the holster right over the AC. So it's cooling the phone. Damn, Fred was cooked. Oh, there you go. All right, gotcha. Damn. Okay. All right. You can hear me, Fred? It's frozen.
I'm trying.
Oh, wait. I can hear you. Damn it. Okay, he's going to come back. And yeah, I meant to sound long-winded this morning. Y'all gonna get this work. It's deeper than Tank. It's the ideology that's gonna fuck him up. And you kids and you grown adolescents, y'all are enabling him. It's messed up. Samaj, salute, brother. It's deeper than boxing, y'all. Y'all can't tell me, oh, I'm just boxing, keep it boxing. This is an issue. Didn't always hate Tank. Didn't always hate Anthony Joshua. They had to do things to make me say, yo, hold on, man. There you go.
Yeah, sorry, that was my contractor calling. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the fact that the lack of freedom of movement, dog, like it's so powerful, man. And I know only 5% of your audience is only gonna get it. That's fine. Thank God. Thank God for them. Go raise your family. Go get married. If you believe in whatever God you believe in, use that as your guardrails to protect your family and honor your growth. You know what I mean? So, but it's we got to get off of this mental plantation. We got to get off of it, man. You know, and the resources are abundant in America.
Yeah,
are abundant. Move to a state where you ain't got to pay taxes. Go live your best life. Save up. Take your New York money. Save up for 2 years. And move.
They'll die from fright. They'll die from fright. They die from fright because you know what?
Yeah.
Independence to most of us is unheard of. They'd rather work a 9 to 5 where they know their money's guaranteed. They don't gamble on themselves.
Right.
And they get
right.
comfortable being a paychecker.
Mhm.
Now, you know, you could work a job like myself. I'm too deep in because I'm right there at a pension. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it. But my life is just beginning when I retire because I got a lot of things that I'm doing.
Facts.
And that's, you know, some people, it's not designed, the system is not designed where you can retire and just live off your life no more. Some of these guys and girls, you got to retire to work another job to make the ends meet.
Facts.
This is why free enterprise, which is what this country's based off of, is designed for you to be a business owner.
Right.
You understand? That's what it's designed for.
Right.
And you guys don't understand free enterprise. You don't get it.
Mhm.
You really don't understand what free enterprise is about, which is why you're so resistant to it. You don't even know it. You understand? You know, some people will say, I don't want to, because, for example, I know everyone in this chat has had a person that tried to start a business at some point or has a business. It's like, yeah, you know, whatever, you know, I don't want that cat making money off of me. Well, listen, do y'all know how capitalism works? For example, I like Adidas. I want those bloody capitalists making a ton of money off of me because I want more options. I need better sneakers. I need better tank tops and all that stuff. I need better stuff. How are they going to give me more options if they don't make money off of me and millions of other people worldwide? That's how capitalism works. You guys are walking billboards, and especially you niggas. Y'all are walking billboards for people that don't even like you. What's this, Balenciaga? Didn't they have a controversy a few months ago? I did a show on it. There's some kid in an advertisement, like half dressed or something. It was disgusting. And y'all walk around and pay hundreds of $1,000s for their bags and jeans and whatever they selling. You're a walking billboard advertising for somebody that don't even like you. I don't see these guys that you know, Bill Gates, you think he owned a pair of Jordans? You stupid N-words. Name a millionaire that wears Jordans other than Michael Jordan. And I'm not talking about the millionaire you see bouncing around on TV looking like you. I'm talking about the millionaires that will walk right past you in the street. You don't even know who the fuck they are. Name them. We're talking Elon Musk got real money. Bill Gates got real money. You guys have no idea. You have no idea. You don't know how the world works because you're running around in the Bronx or in Manhattan or in Baltimore in your little bubble, and now they're sticking immigrants next to you. And in about 5 years, they're going to think that they're your equal. When you was born here, you had access to the same things that real Americans have. Mm-hmm. Why is it that there's a Chinese restaurant selling you fake Chinese food, and now chicken spots all over the place? They're selling you food, and the Indian, the Pakistani owns the bodega, all in your goddamn neighborhood. What happened to the soul food restaurants? What happened to the mom and pop stores? Don't tell me it can't exist anymore. Have y'all been to Brooklyn on Ocean Parkway? All Jewish owned. The Jewish dollar rotates from hand to hand at least 8 times before it leaves the goddamn community.
8 times.
Us, we get a little money, we give it to Michael Jordan. So y'all don't understand capitalism. You're not willing to, but you get on TV and they say, Trump bad. He's not the best person in the world. He's an asshole. But then you're going to tell me in the same breath, Kamala good. Why? Because Meg Thee Stallion is twerking for her. The first 2 weeks when he announced he was running and she said she was running, his policies was on his website. I went to her website, merch. She was selling merch. Please stop, man. And this still in reference to boxing because Tank has short-term thinking like a lot of you niggas do. And he's going to be broke if he don't make a change. There's time. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I want you guys to follow me. See, follow the money, and it all makes sense because you mentioned Nike and Michael Jordan. Everybody opened up a second window and Google Phil Knight's donations to Donald Trump. The man supports Donald Trump. like y'all are like it's so. But here's the irony. I laughed so hard, man, because they were complaining. Asia Wilson needs a shoe deal because the girl from Iowa got one. Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And then all these black queens go buy Nikes and vote for Kamala. I laugh so hard, dog. It is funny to me. But because there's more stupid people in this world than smart people, you a coon. You there. Man, I'll be like, man, God, man, that's a compliment at this point. Because at the end, I know the truth. When you Google Phil Knight's political contributions to Donald Trump, it's going to blow your mind. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then when you Google, but I'm not done. But then you say, oh, then you go to the other side. Google Magic Johnson's political contributions. He didn't contribute to Kamala Harris' campaign. I did a video on it. So when we talking all this, follow the money, dog. Follow the money. It will make sense. And which leads you to Tank. Follow the money.
That's right. Bring it back.
Absence of money, absence of fight dates. They went from 47 fights, close to 50. I don't know the exact number. Close to 50 fights their first year to 5 fights this year. Follow the money.
Come on.
Follow the money. It makes sense. It's like me. I'm real proud of me. This shit, Drew, started when I lost my job from school teaching because of the budget cuts. Not because I was teacher of the year when I got laid off. I didn't get fired. I got laid off, right? Last to get hired, first to get fired. That's just the rule when you're dealing with the unions, right? Yep. And I was making $1,640 a month on unemployment. Obama said, I said, I don't want to extend it. No, I'm not about to be comfortable on this 1640. Nah, dog. Nah, Dre was in med school. I had rent. I had a car payment. I had student loans. I had to pay for gas. I had to pay for food. I said, I'm not taking that extension. I don't want that Obama extension. Nah, because it's going to get me comfortable, dog.
Right.
I bust my ass, man. That's why I'm so proud. And this is why I'm telling you guys. Now I'm worth well into the 8 figures now, right? But it started on unemployment. 2007, I was making $1,640 a month, whatever that averaged to a week. $420, whatever it was. I don't know, $410, whatever it was. That's what I was doing. And I was determined to build my training business. Determined, dog. I never got comfortable on Section 8. As a matter of fact, if you go to my old channel, I had a tenant on Section 8 paying me above market rate for rent.
I remember that.
I helped her find a house.
I remember that.
I helped her, a black woman, buy a house. She was a lesbian with a daughter. I said, you know what? I'm going to make a deal with you. Section 8, I'm going to tell you what I did. Section 8 was paying me above market rate. I said, I'm kicking you out in 12 months. You don't pay the extra $300. Whatever she had to pay, right? She had to pay an extra everybody know, many people know how Section 8 works. They pay a percentage and the tenant pays the other.
There's a difference.
Right? Yeah, there's a difference, right? I says, I'm not going to charge you your $300 you pay me. Section 8 is paying me well over market rate. I'm kicking you out in 12 months. It took her 18 months, but she was gone. We did a video. I helped her get a house. So we leveraged, I helped her leverage sex because she was young enough to understand. Like, but with these 50s and 60s and 70s, and lo and behold, before we moved, Lincoln and her daughter went to the same school. How
See that?
funny was that? So
See
she
that?
took, but here's the catch. She had an understanding because she didn't take her kids to school in that area. She took them to Playa del Rey, where the wealthy people are, where there's stop signs on where there's speed bumps and stop signs, and only a certain amount of stores can sell liquor in a mile radius. All the strip malls are the same color. You know what I mean? There's police presence. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I'm telling you, you gotta leverage this. You gotta say, fuck it, I'm on it, dog. So I've been where many of you guys are currently and are growing from. You know, so that's why I'm one, very proud of myself. Two, I get it. I've never sold drugs. I've never pimped a woman. I've never done none of that. I've seen it. I've seen my cousin commit a murder and say, I'm about to go to jail for life. I've seen it in Harlem on 130-something street in Lenox Ave. Killed the man. Did 20-something years. Go to my grandfather's house and I'm about to go to jail for life.
Damn.
I've seen him come home. Is that going to be who we are? Or the kid that said, I'm not taking, Obama gave me an extension for 2 years. I could have took that 1640 for 2 years and worked under the table. But I knew I can't work under the table and buy a house.
Right.
I can't work under the table and buy a truck for all my fitness equipment. Because I have to lie on my taxes and it says I make no money. Now we get back to the low interest rates where we started the conversation. Now, if I make $60,000 a year, I probably started off making 60, then 70, then 80. Now I can go to the bank and say, yeah, I've been working my butt off. Here's my tax returns. I make $68,000 a year, you know, and I need $20,000 to buy this truck.
Correct.
And some fitness equipment. It got done.
That's why you got to be 1099. W-2, Uncle Sam tells you what he's giving you. When you 1099, you tell Uncle Sam what you need.
Yes. And that's why when people say, I went to I still go to the barbershop because I like the environment.
Right.
I can do my own beard. So every 2 weeks I go to the barber. And I have a female barber, right? I have a female barber. Because the last male barber I had, his hands smelled like weed. And I said, I'll never do this shit again. You know what I mean? I said, I'm smelling this nigga's hands, fingernails. And I'm like, dog, nah, I can't do this. So I went to my female barber and I said, listen, you don't smoke weed, do you? I don't. The reason why I'm coming to you is because the male barber I had, he was doing my beard and his hands smelled like weed. So fast forward. I'm in the barbershop August, September, somewhere in there. I just got back from Virginia. And I heard Donald Trump say no tax on tips. So I was excited for my next visit to the barbershop. When I say I was excited, I couldn't wait to share the good news with the people. I says, listen, there's no tax on tips now. So if you make $20,000 in tips, you can put that on your tax return now. Now, instead of you making $60,000, you make $80,000, but you only getting taxed on the $60,000. And what does that afford you? You can buy a house now. You ain't gotta lie and sell fake black cable boxes and sell movies and sell potato chips anymore. I understand it because I lived it. I grew up in that environment. I'm not saying it's. I'm not demeaning them. I'm telling you what it's really like in the hood. Whatever you want you want to sell fake Gucci purses. It's in the it's in the barbershop, dog. Or they can navigate you or the guy is gonna walk by with it. But guess what? Now those 20,000. So now when you do $80 I'm just doing round numbers. $80 for a haircut. It don't cost $80, maybe in some place, I don't know. $80, and they give you a $20 tip. You can claim that $20 tip now with Trump.
Come on now.
And you only getting taxed on the $80 now. So now you can literally move to Vegas, which was a lot of Angelinos do because it's lower taxes, and you can work in the service industry. You can work in the service industry and be 100% fine. So now you make $40,000 in tips. Like the what's called goes home with over $100 a night in tips. The car guy, the valet guy.
Yeah.
$100, $200 a night in tips. Y'all be like, man, why you doing? Man, I'm making $200 a night in tips. Now you can claim it. Now you can go buy a house in Las Vegas. And guess what? Now, see, the interest rates has been so high, I've had to invest my own money. If you guys follow me, you guys have seen me working the past 6 months. I'm rehabbing and building. I had to use my own money. So that means the money isn't circulating. I'm not getting taxed on my money. I don't get taxed for pulling money out of my property. I get, anyways, it'll make sense.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is America is a great place because now Trump, the interest rates has been over 5%, 6%. I haven't been able to be aggressive in my property buying because I'm not paying 6%. I'm just going to rehab and build. That's what I've been doing. So now the interest rates are going to drop in January, February. 100% the interest rates are going to drop the day Donald Trump takes office. They're going to drop, and that tip money that you make, that valet money makes more than teachers, man. That valet guy, you'll never know it because he don't claim his tips. But now the man can claim his tips. Now the man makes $100,000 a year at these pop-in hotels. And now he can go buy a house. He can go to private school.
That's better than raising the price. That's better than voting and raising the price of the amount of minimum wage.
Yes.
You're working smarter, not harder.
Yeah. Yes. And whatever minimum wage in Las Vegas, that's what he makes. But he knows the tip game is real, man. $5 here, $2 here. You moving 1,000 cars a night. You and your team. You and your 10-person team. Come on, man.
I worked at a barbershop back in the days, man, in the 90s. My best days were Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
During the, because cats was trying to get fresh to go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember I made, and it was a lot for me back then. I made like $350 in tips.
Yeah.
That was on a Friday and a Saturday, though.
Tip is big money, dog. It's big. I always over tip because I know I'm going to see you in LA one day. And I believe in the butterfly effect. You're going to remember how I made you feel when I gave you 25%. You're going to see me with my son and daughter because I know that's only 8 hours of your life. You're only a barber for 8 hours. You're only a waitress for 8 hours. There's 16 hours others to your day. I'm going to see you at the Laker game, the Clipper game. I'm going to see you at a jazz festival. You're going to see me with my family. And you're going to wave and say hi. And that's good enough for me. Look at what you
there said, Fred. Look what she said.
Server girls, man. Yes, at these big time. Listen. We have, Dre and I, we stop now because we do Friday preparation because Lincoln has games on Saturdays now. We used to go out. We had fine dining Fridays. We done been to Mr. Child's, every 5-star restaurant. We even go to Michelin level restaurants. The four of us probably spend about $600 on Friday night. Feel free to go to my Instagram. You can see all of that. About $600 a night we would spend on Friday, every Friday. The tip is $120. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's my table. That's my table. Now, granted, they split it and they got to pay the kitchen, but times that by 75 tables a night. I'm only there for an hour. I'm only there for an hour, dog. Because at them 5-star restaurants, man, Hey, man, it's coming. It's coming. The bread is already on the table, man. You know, 3 minutes later, your appetizers are there because they got 20 people in the kitchen. They understand it. They get it. And that's just the reality. So I believe these waitresses, these beautiful waitresses make over 100,000. Man, come on, man.
They're not broke, man. They
No,
ribs ain't touching.
I've been a man my whole life. I've
Mhm.
overtipped beautiful women. I get it. I get it. So it's no secret. You know what I mean? And the next time I come back, I want you to remember I overtipped you. Because now I'm trying to take you on a date. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been a man my whole life, so I get it. So when people say, nah, man, through yourself, you know others, right? So I understand what the real world brings, you know, the outlier experience where you scratch a lottery ticket and you get $20 million. Yeah. But the reality of it, the median, we need low taxes and we need to put people in position where they can earn, where their ideas can turn into something that they can monetize.
Yeah.
You know, and she was trying to give you $6,000 credit. You ain't getting $6,000. She's gonna give you tax credit for the first year. I'm like, dog, I can go sell 10 cable boxes and make $6,000. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on. Like, we ain't like $6,000 is laughable. Come on. Like, I'm sitting there like, are we really gonna fall for this, dog? Everybody that's listening to got a $6,000 lick. Whether you got to sell it 10 times or 20 times or 30 times, everybody got a $6,000 lick in them a year. Come on, man. Like, we ain't about to, you know what I mean? Like,
Rachel said, by the way, the servers only work summer. So work 4 to 5 months, minimum wage, $200K in tips and vacation. The rest, man.
I believe it. Hey, what's up, Don? And shout out to the Donaire family. Shout out to Rachel, man. I spent a lot of time with her husband coming up. He didn't know me then because I was writing, but then when I got my YouTube channel, he recognized me. So, but
you know our birthday's on the same day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Remember.
Yeah, he fought a lot in LA. When I was writing for the paper. You know, I didn't have to talk to fighters much. But yeah, man, it's so I understand it, man. Whatever you are in your life, I've been there. Single mom, didn't know my dad. Got kicked out of high school. Fortunate if I got a basketball scholarship. And I said, holy shit, dog, when I got to college, it blew my mind. I thought white people were devils. Like you think they all bad. Like, we've been so programmed. I went to Cal Baptist my first year. It was a religious college. You know, I was on basketball scholarship, so I had some privileges there. But I'm sitting there like, holy shit. I ain't never had a white teammate in my life growing up. I had white teammates. I'm sitting there like, huh? You want to do what with me? But they're talking to me. It's already a trust because we have to go to pre-camp together and stuff like that. We were recruited together. I see him. It blew my mind, dog. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I ain't never had a white coach in my life until I got to college. Blew my mind. I was so programmed to believe that white people were devils and we only can live in these major cities and you gotta have Section 8 and like in my mind, I'm thinking everybody's on Section 8 or welfare or it's WIC now, but it's called welfare.
It was American way, the Black American way.
Yeah, we literally have food stamp books. My mom will literally give me $5 for her tampons and for and the food stamp book for the food. Because we couldn't buy the tampons with the food stamp. We had to pay cash for it. Whatever the law is, what the law is. So you're talking to a kid that was programmed to defeat himself. I was literally programmed to defeat myself. Thank God I had a skill, man. Mine was basketball. Yours could be plumbing, electrician. Maybe you have the gift of gab. Turn it into being a comedian. Turn it into being a politician, being a lawyer. You know, like it's so beautiful, man. Like once you get out of your environment, it's just a beautiful thing, dog. It's just a beautiful thing, man. You know, I'm sitting here, it's 9:56. I am so comfortable. I have the option. I'm telling you, I have the option to go spend money and try and have sex with as many women as I can, dog. Just like you do, just like everybody else listening. If you're a woman, you have the option to go, whatever your vice is, you have that option. You can go buy it for $40, whether it's alcohol, whether it's betting on a horse, whether it's betting on the Lakers, whatever, everybody has that option. But that discipline, the one great thing you can say about fighters that you should take from, they have discipline, they make weight. In order for you to be entertained by your favorite fighter, they must have a level of discipline, which is making weight. So be accountable, be disciplined, be disciplined. Put discipline back in your life, man. Listen, I coach Lincoln's team. I give 3 hours a day to Lincoln. How the hell do you do that? Because I got full-time employees now. So I can do that now, right? So 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I'm training Lincoln's team. We have 8 kids on the team. There's 16 parents, dog. Everybody's married. Well, I got 2 siblings. So now I got 2 sets of siblings. So do the math. So I got 6 set of parents. Everybody's married. I pay for the tournaments weeks in advance. After we play, I send out the text. I said, please pay Dre. The money comes same day. Every kid shows up to practice. You know, that's the sub. And I said all that to say, we got to create sub cultures in America.
And yeah.
That propels us. Mine is basketball. You may be bilingual. You may have a Spanish club. You may have a book club, a chess club, a checkers club. Whatever it is, create these subcultures where you can create commerce. We had a proposition out here, Prop 33. Fortunately enough, many of our parents own property. We're talking about propositions. Nah, you're not raising, I'm not paying $20 a year for my lot size, because now see they nip and tuck you. Oh, pay an extra $20 if your lot size is this size and this how much you got to pay. But next year it's gonna be another $20 and another. So we said, nah, I'm not paying no fucking taxes. Nah, you don't tax people to get out of debt, man. You create opportunities for them. Opportunities. Your favorite fighter said, you know what? I knocked this motherfucker out at lunch. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna go into this boxing gym. Next thing you know, he's a multi-weight champion. You know, it happens, man. It happens, and it goes back to mother and father. I didn't have a perfect mother and father. My sisters and I have so when I make these points, these are conversations I had with my mom. Why didn't you marry my dad? I yelled at my niece. My niece is a lesbian. I yelled at my niece. Y'all seen it. I get my nephew every summer. I get my nephew every freaking summer. The past 3 summers, I've gotten him. My niece is a lesbian. I don't agree with that lifestyle. She knows I don't lack of love her, but there's a line that I won't cross. The same conversation I'm having with y'all, the same conversation I had in August with my family. I'm paying $30,000 next August for a family reunion. So I can say the same fucking thing I'm saying on this channel that I can tell my family. All you 19-year-olds, go get fucking married. Go raise a family. The same conversation. My sister will get on and tell you everything. I've financially taken care of my family. That's why I've been on YouTube 10 years. None of my family members have spoken out against me. I take care of my family.
Being strong and
also,
independent. Ask the women being strong and independent how that's working out for them.
No, it's
really
not working out. It's not
working out at all.
It's not working out. It's not.
And salute
working
that
out.
Kill Vibes. He says salute, Fred. What up, Fred?
Hey, what's up, dog? Thank you for supporting Drew. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So I stand on what I say. I get my nephew, and y'all see him with Lincoln every summer because he needs a man in his life. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say I didn't have a great time having sex with celebrities and actresses. I can't lie to you and say it wasn't fun.
Mm-hmm.
What's more fun is having a #1 4th grade basketball player in California.
The return on that is more than laying up with anybody.
The return on it, the return, I said, Dre, from this point forth, the day after Halloween, I want the Christmas tree up. The Christmas tree is up.
Mm-hmm.
I've never cooked a meal in my house, not because I can't cook. I was raised by a single mom. I was a latchkey kid. I can make steak. I can put ketchup in eggs. I can put ketchup in rice. I can make steak. I can fry chicken. I can do all of it. I grew up taking care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm the leader in my house, the Christmas tree is up. You get what I'm saying?
You run that thing.
It's like, so that men get back to leading, dog. And you don't lead by, see, I was groomed to believe you're a leader by how many women you have sex with. I was groomed to believe that, man. I was groomed to believe my masculinity is defined by how many women I sleep with and how beautiful my car is.
It's really not.
It's not, man, at the end of the day.
Not.
Now, along the way, you're going to get beautiful things, right?
Mm-hmm.
This car is $120,000. The car I had before this I had a Bentley, was a $300,000 to $400,000, whatever. I forget how much I paid for it, but I overpaid for it. I'll tell you that much. But the point I'm making is it comes along the way. Don't put it before your family and God. I had to learn this the hard way. Man, listen, I wasted a lot of gas chasing women. But now I have a compass now. I have a God compass now. I have guardrails on my life. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it.
You know
I
what I mean?
totally
Like,
get it.
so I love going home. We have dinner every day. We have dinner together. Dre is a doctor and only works 10 days a month because she has to. Not because she has to, but she put in a certain amount of hours, she can make a certain amount of money. She could work 25 days a month and bring home $1 million. But because of the hard work that I've put in,
she has options.
It afforded her the opportunity to only work 10 days a month, 8 days a month, whatever it is. But I told you don't need to be going to work. Raise your family. She's going on a field trip next Tuesday with the kids.
Man.
She could make $2,500 a day at the hospital, $3,000 a day, $5,000 a day. During COVID, she was making $10,000 a day. And then we get to write it off because she was an essential worker. I don't know why y'all I don't know why y'all commit crimes. How about you study tax laws? It is so beyond me. It is so beyond me that the stress of a criminal. All y'all could have been essential workers and gotten your whole salary written off. All y'all could have been essential workers. Everybody listening could have had a job where you was an essential worker. But you didn't know the tax laws. I don't care what you did. Your job saved a life. But you don't know the tax laws. You just went to TurboTax, H&R Block, and say, I want my $3,000 back.
Totally uneducated.
We turned that.
Totally uneducated.
Yeah, we turned this shit into a mansion. I got 7 bedrooms, 8 baths. 25-foot ceilings.
And see, when you say things like that, you're not saying it to say, yo, I'm better than you. I'm saying,
No.
why didn't you?
Why didn't you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you? Trump gave you 500. Listen, I tell Trump gave you up to $500 a day. If you had COVID and you lost and you couldn't work because you had COVID. You mean to tell me you couldn't say you made $500 a day depositing money into your account? Legally? Getting a job? Working for your friend? Legally working for your friend, making $500 a day. He pays you $500 a day. Your friend who owns a business pays you $500 a day. Now you can go claim on your taxes. I had COVID for 30 days. I can prove I made $500 a day. That's what was my salary.
Amazing.
But y'all don't know the laws. Frederick Hawthorne knows the laws. So I follow the law.
Listen, man, we could chop it up for hours, bro.
Thank you, dog.
All of this is relevant. If our community thinks on that lower level, if y'all really love Tank, worry about him. You need to worry about him because I don't see DHP going through this.
Facts.
So, you know, that's all I'm saying. Yo, Fred, man, I appreciate you, brother.
Love you, dog.
Love you too, brother. And
Thank
yo, we gonna talk. We gonna talk.
Let's keep waking up the masses. Yeah, this PBC issue is a great way to wake up the masses, man. You know, but they're not gonna realize it until Earl Spence say something.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. He's gonna have to say something. He's gonna have to say something at some point. Or Jamel and Jamal Charlo. You know, Deontay Wilder said it and did it. He left. He's gone. You know, so man, you know, like,
hey,
they made us believe me. I'm in the me situation. They made us believe that race was bigger than economics and boxing. Don't you know Wilder could have made, I didn't say in the world, I said in boxing. Wilder could have made so much fucking money fighting Dillian White over there. And a rematch, he could have knocked him out 2 times in 2018, 2019. Al Heyman got him, dog. Yeah. Al Heyman got us. Fooled us. Hoodwinked, bamboozled us. Reese Aleem this weekend, see, he's not a popular guy. We got to go. Reese, I'm going to leave you with it. Reese Aleem is not a popular guy. From Detroit, Michigan, lives in Las Vegas, moving up to 126. He's fighting on Top Rank this weekend on a non-televised card. That tells you everything you need to know, man. I respect these fighters, man. Like, I respect them so much that it cost me my Hall of Fame journalist career to tell them. I was on my way to the Hall of Fame. 100%. Frederick was going to the Hall of Fame. If I would have put in 20 more years as a journalist, I'm going to the Hall of Fame. 100%.
Your integrity wasn't worth it.
My integrity wasn't worth it, man. Wasn't worth it.
Negative.
You know?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yo, Fred,
thank you, dog. Love you, man.
I love you too, brother, man. We're gonna chop it up again because more's gonna come about.
Yeah.
This is it right here.
For sure.
This is it. All right, brother. We'll talk
all day, dog.
Yep. Man, we've been cooking for a while, man, and I had to get that in. I had to because I know I'm not crazy, and right now it's right in your face. And I'm gonna say this: if you love Tank like you say, you need to be asking, why is this happening? Seriously. And now I got on my black hat now. If you love him like you say, like a brother, hit him up and say, yo, what's good? What's going on with that? So, you know, y'all can think what y'all want. I don't think I'm doing pep talk tonight because I got to get up like at 6. No, I got to get up like at 4 in the morning. So I'm not going to be live for the next couple of days. Or I might do a pop-up live in the afternoon and do an hour. But, you know, it is what it is. But, man, salute to y'all. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Love y'all. I was all through the General's time. My apologies. I had to get that in. But I will definitely catch y'all on the rebound. And y'all stay blessed, man. Don't be bamboozled. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.